It is uneditable.
Yep, because it's an image. There you go. Hey, we're live now. Woo! Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello. Nobody's here yet.
Hello.
Nobody's on chat, at least. I don't know if anyone is watching, but we'll carry on.
Yes, they
Uh,
shall see this messy hair.
oh, hello, Belle. Hello, Bebe. You're here. You're here. You're here. My Bebe. My Bebe is here.
Hello, Ate Belle.
Okay, cool. So hello. This is session 0 for the yet unnamed D&D Pokemon campaign. I will be the dungeon master, and Onin is going to be the only player, the only player for this campaign, because keeping track of one trainer for this campaign is going to be problematic and difficult enough. We're trying to give ourselves some breathing room. Okay.
I,
Uh,
sh- I shall behave.
you shall behave
Quote
for
unquote.
now. For now. I don't know. I don't know if you'll be able to hold that up throughout the entire campaign, though. Well, we'll see. Okay, cool. So this is gonna be a for is this yeah. Just for a refresher, D&D is a role playing cooperative role playing game. We roll dice, see if it's in our favor. If the numbers are high enough, then good things happen. Sometimes not. We'll see. It depends. Um. You do you remember the first time that we had a Pokemon D&D session?
My level 1 Groval knows how to use Bullet Seed.
It wasn't even it did eventually become
I
a
mean,
Grova.
my Trico learned Bullet Seed.
Not even no.
It knows how to use Bullet Seed because it ate my assignment, and then I was like, no, squeeze. Out comes the assignment in Bullet Seed form. Ha.
No, it doesn't. I didn't let you. I didn't let you.
Not
I
even not even 10 minutes in and it's already derailed.
I remember that. I don't know if I saved the audio
It,
clip of that.
it's in Spotify, I think.
Spotify. How did it get to Spotify?
You posted it on Spotify.
I did.
You
I
did.
was planning to upload the whole sessions
It,
on Spotify. I don't think I've ever gotten around to actually uploading it.
you uploaded it on Spotify. I can recall.
I did. I don't remember that.
You
Uh,
did.
I'll have to look that up later. But yeah, we did do a Pokemon D&D session before. But it wasn't the normal uh challenging gym leaders to become the very best and all of that, right?
Yes.
Um, that was like the premise for that D&D campaign was the players were trying to become gym leaders for Hoenn for the third generation game region, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I remember how difficult it was to keep track of everyone's characters, especially since a lot of the players were relatively new. You included, right? Because I know that during that time that the like everyone is still fairly new to D&D.
Yes.
The,
Kind of new. Because that
yeah.
was after some sessions.
Did I much easier? Should I add like a text here to let everyone know who you are? Because I know that they know who you are in chat. I don't know if they know who you are like outside of that. Like just to put a name, put a face on that name. There you go. There we go. Yeah. Man, maybe write them down. We tried that. We tried that. Even
Write
then,
what down?
we tried writing because I think what made it really difficult was that everyone like D&D is already very hectic enough. Trying to keep track of your characters was already very hectic. keeping track of your Pokemon's moves and ability scores and proficiencies were something else very entirely. Like it added so many layers to the base D&D game that it made
It did.
yeah, it made playing a little bit more complicated than we were used to. But so that's why. But it was still very fun to mix together two things that we both really loved. That being Pokemon and blowing stuff up. Uh,
Nice. Stop
uh,
being me.
yeah. But now that's why now I decided I wanted to try that again. I wanted to try a Pokemon D&D campaign. But I knew my limitations. I knew the challenges of holding like more than two players. Even just two players might be a bit of a stretch if if at least one of the players had trouble keeping track, right? Because then I have to help
Yes.
them keep track, and then like it really slows down the game. So I think I out of everyone, you are the one that I am most comfortable with when playing D&D. I trust you enough to know your characters, to know your limitations, to know what your characters can and cannot do. Um, so that's why I wanted to have you as my only player for this. Uh, so I hate that smile already. I hate that.
Yes.
Okay,
I
but
shall be a responsible player. Quote unquote responsible.
I hope you are. I hope you do. Um, okay, let's see here. I'm going to share my screen here. Let's go here. Oh, Poggers to Oninso. Yes, Poggers to Oninso. Let me
Poggers indeed.
add that back. I should have prepared a bit more for this. Didn't think that I would be switching scenes. Oops. There you go. This is behind the curtain moments. Thank you. Right there beside me.
Oh yes.
Really snug. And then we're going to window capture this one. There you go. So the the notepad that I have for this campaign for this session. Um, let me just fix
So
the display there, right there.
trainer class first.
Okay, so yeah, it is a lot. It is a lot. Uh, but it will make sense along the way. It will make sense along the way. This part we won't really be needing most of these. We'll only right for at the beginning of the campaign. We're only going to care about the first two, first and second level, because we're going to start you off with a second level character. Okay. So here are your hit points. You have 1d8 hit die. This is how much health you have. This has how much health you can recover every time you take rest. Every time you rest up, you take a short rest. This is how much HP you have at first level, and then I'm sure you know how to calculate your HP as you level up, right?
E-
God damn it.
yeah.
Yes. No.
No.
That's okay. You roll your hit
Wait,
die plus your constitution,
all right.
and then you add
I,
that
I
to your you add that to your total HP.
wait. Roll your hit die.
Do you want to create
Then
your
add.
character first? Do you wanna just create your character first? We'll create your character, or we'll make a. What's your character's name, by the way? Have you thought about it?
Hmm.
I hate that face.
Actually, I still don't have a name. Wait.
Well, we'll put a
Let's just
placeholder for. We'll put a
wait.
placeholder.
let's just name it like Alexis Mortifer.
Alex.
Uh,
Alex.
no E. Yay. No MOR. Yes.
There you go.
No Mortifer.
I know how to spell.
Yay.
Okay.
Yeah.
The first thing that we got to figure out is your HP. Or your stat block, actually. We're gonna start with your stat block. So
Sure.
in D&D, your all characters have how many, like 6, 7 ability modifier abilities?
We I think we have
We have
6.
6. We have strength, we have dex, uh
Constitution, wisdom, charisma,
charisma,
and
intelligence.
intelligence.
Yep.
Yes.
So do you want to explain to chat the difference between these abilities? I know in terms of tomatoes.
Uh can I explain it in a different way?
Sure.
So uh strength is how you can carry a VJ.
Okay.
Dexterity is how many VJs you can carry. Constitution is up to how many VJs you can carry.
I don't think this works. I don't think this analogy works.
I don't know the difference between dexterity and
The
constitution.
unit of VJ. No, we're not
Oh wait,
going
wait.
to. All right, try again.
Wisdom is knowing that it's a VJ. No, wait. Wisdom is knowing what to do with a VJ. Intelligence is knowing that it's a VJ. Charisma is knowing how to communicate with the VJ. And strength is how many VJs you can carry.
You did strength first. You already did strength. I don't think that
And
analogy works for dexterity. The way you explained dexterity was
I,
and
I don't know what
constitution as well.
wait. Oh, constitution is how long you can carry VJ.
Okay, that kind of works.
Dexterity is up to how many VJs you can carry.
No, that's just
Oh,
strength
that's
again.
strength. Dexterity is like how long you can carry a VJ.
That's constitution.
Wait. I can get this. I can get this.
I would think
I
that
can
with this analogy, I would think that dexterity is how far you can carry the VJ.
wait. It's how you can handle a VJ. That's dexterity.
That makes even less sense and very questionable as well.
It's
Handle what? In what way?
you handle his side so you can carry him like this, like, ooh, it's VJ.
All right, you know what? I'm just going to explain this in normal ways. God damn
I
it! I gave you
I
one
tried.
job. I gave you one job, man.
I only
Um.
remember about eating the tomato.
All right. So the easier way of understanding these abilities is in terms of tomatoes. Strength is how easy you can crush a tomato. Dexterity is how well you can dodge a tomato. Right? It's your reflexes. Wisdom is knowing. Sorry, intelligence is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing that a tomato does not belong in a fruit salad. So intelligence is book smarts. Wisdom is street smarts or common sense, gut feelings, that sort of thing. Constitution is eating a rotten tomato, and charisma is being able to sell a rotten tomato. So all of your abilities. So that's how you explain all those abilities. That's what all of those abilities differ. All of those abilities are of a character will be ranked from a scale of 1 to 20. 1 being the lowest, 20 being the highest. the way that each character is gonna have different numbers, different sets of ability scores, right? And the way that we determine these ability scores for a single character will depend on the kind of campaign that we're going to do, the style of the DM. It depends on those kind of things. Why tomato to Rotten Tomato though? Me confused, but I still understand it at least. It's just to illustrate the point. It's just there to illustrate what they do. But
I
yeah,
tried to send a new version of me explaining it with VJS, the unit of measurement.
how easy you can carry a VJ, how well you can dodge a VJ, knowing that VJ is a human, knowing that VJ does not belong to a monster den, being able to sell a decaying VJ, being able to withstand a decaying VJ.
I fixed it.
Good job, I guess. Um,
Yay!
for this campaign, though, for this character, what we'll do is that we are going to roll dice. We are going to roll three six-sided die. Three or two?
Okay.
Four? Three or four? I think four, right? Four
4.
d6. We're gonna roll four six-sided die, and then we're gonna take the highest three, add them together, and that is going to be an ability score. We do that 6 times, and then we assign those to each of the ability scores. So it's easier to do it than to explaining it. We're gonna let Onin roll the dice on the Discord server.
Oh my god. I have not rolled in so long. Turtle ramp. No. Basking area. No.
It's in. It should be in voice channels.
I knew it. I was just testing you if
Oh
how do
yeah,
you roll again?
there is a digital one on Google. It's easier because
Should
you don't have to type it out.
should should we just do the digital one?
We could.
Digital dice. So we just online dice. We roll a d6, right?
4d6.
For there we go. Found one.
Here we are.
4d6.
Dice roller.
22.
So the way we do it is that we roll 4d12, 4d6. We take the three highest numbers, which is going to be 6, 3, and 2.
Mm.
That is going to be 11. So one of our ability scores is going to be 11. And we do this 6 times. So I'm rolling. I'm rolling for my character or for a sample character. Onin is rolling for himself. This is just to demonstrate how it happens. We're gonna roll this another time. This one is 15. This one is 12.
4, 5,
So
6.
we just ignore the smallest number. So this one is 15. This is another 15. This is really high rolls. This one is another 15. Wow, that's a lot. This is a lot of 15s.
Wait, are you rolling for mine
No,
or
no, no.
do
I'm
I
not.
have?
I'm not. I'm just
Right.
demonstrating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the last roll. So that's a lot of 15s. So once we have all these numbers, it'll be up to on a scale of 1 to 20. How strong is our character? We can say he has a 15 for strength. We have 4 ability scores, four abilities that is at a scale of 15, which is really good. So yeah, it's up to us on how we want to
There
assign
we
these
go.
numbers. We can put 15 on Dex, 15 on Constitution, 15 on Wisdom, etc., etc. And that's going to be our character's abilities.
Okay.
I'm
Do I have to announce what I rolled or
Yes, please.
I have 15, 15, 10, 12, 12, 16.
16. Okay, cool. All right. We can roll with this. Where do you want to assign the first 15?
Wisdom.
On wisdom, okay. The other 15?
I would place it on dexterity.
Okay.
That's 2 15s down.
Number 10, this is your lowest ability score. So this is basically your dump stat.
I need to be charismatic for the things I'm gonna do.
Hello, Zentina. Hello.
Constitution it is.
Constitution.
Constitution it is.
Constitution is very often the dump stat. All right. We have. Yeah.
Okay,
For
we're
12.
putting the 6. We're putting the 16 on charisma, and
I
then
hate
12
it.
on what's left.
12 and what's left. Okay. 8, that 16 is your highest score.
So, from my point of view, strength going to intelligence, it's 12, 15, 10, 15, 16, and 12.
Yes, that is correct.
Right.
2, and then plus 3. This one. Right, so these are his our Onin's modifiers. So for every 2 points above 10, so 10 is the neutral. 10 is neutral. You don't get any bonuses. You're not that good at it. You're not good at your constitution is not that good, but at the same time it's not that bad. It's normal. Every 2 points above 10 is going to be a +1. That's why 12 is +1. 12 is +1, 15 is +2. If this was 16, it will be +3. This will make sense once we play the game, once we add ability score, like add skills and actually roll dice. But for a quick example, let's say that what would your character want to do as an example, Onin?
I would like my character to be a very smooth talker.
So if you want your character to be a smooth talker, the way that we measure that is by rolling dice. So I would ask Onin to roll a 20-sided die. Hold on. Is there a way to...
Oh yeah, you press... Oh, no, never mind. Oh, you press on the dice.
Yeah. So we take a 20-sided die. We roll it. So it comes up as 13. Normally, that should be the only number that we care about. But because Onin has a +3 to charisma, he's trying to be charismatic. He's trying to be a smooth talker. So this has to be a charisma check, right? So we take the number from the dice, that's 13. We add the +3 from his modifier. The total result would be a 16. And from a scale of 1 to 20, he has a 16 for that, for that attempt, for that action. And then that tells us how charismatic he is. That tells us how good he was at being charismatic.
13 points. Wait, 13? 16.
16, yeah.
So 16 points.
Taking my time to make the group drawing of the 5 of us. Yes, I saw that in PicturePon. It looks really great, Santina. So yeah. What else? So all of these ability scores so the modifier, you mostly look at the modifiers more often than the actual ability scores, but the ability scores do have something, they do matter when you're trying to multi-class. If there's a certain equipment or certain item that requires a certain amount of ability score, for example, a particular sword can only be carried if you have a 13 in strength. So for that particular sword, Onin's character won't be able to carry it because he only has a 12 in strength. So sometimes that does come up. Sometimes. So this stat block is just something that it will be very useful for us to come back to every now and then. So usually after this step, players will have to choose a class, whether they want to be a fighter, a wizard, a barbarian, a ranger, a monk. But for this campaign, because it is a Pokemon campaign, our class is always going to be a Pokemon trainer.
Yeah.
So class features. This is his hit die. For Onin, his hit die is 1d8 per level. So currently, he has. Let me just try this. Hit die. Because he's level 2, that means his hit die is 2d8. So the first number tells the number of dice. So 1d8 is 1 8-sided die, 2d8 is 2-sided dice, so on and so forth. And then the last number is the number of faces the dice has. So this would be a... So like this would be 1d6. This is 2d6, 3d6, 5d6, 4d6, so on and so forth. For Onin's character though, his hit die is in 8-sided die. It's 2d8. Every time Onin is trying to rest, is trying to recover HP, he has the option of rolling one of these dice, and recover that much. You say that your face tells me that this is like the first time you're hearing this.
I have been playing for so long, and I just understood what hit dice are.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's hit dice. So you have you have 2d8 hit die. Yeah, it's a good thing we're doing this for a new player. We're explaining everything for new players.
And for me too.
And for you. So you have 2d8 because you're level 2. Your hit points at first level is 8 plus your constitution modifier. So your current HP, your character's HP is 8 plus your constitution. Your constitution modifier is plus 0, so you don't. That means we don't 8. Add. Yeah, we don't add anything to that. So your HP for level 1 is only 8. But because again we're starting at level 2, that's where we look at this hit points at higher levels. 1d8 plus your constitution modifier. So what Onin has to do every time he levels up, he's going to roll his hit die and add his constitution modifier. Whatever the result is going to be, we're going to add that to his total HP. So I'm going to ask Onin to roll for himself, but just for a sample, we're going to do like this. It's going to be a 3, so we add that to our hit points. That would have been 11. So his HP at level 2 would have been 11 if that was his roll. But what's your...
I have rolled a 4.
4. So 8 plus 4
so
is
12.
Sorry. Level 2. So this is your hit die. This is how much HP you have. I keep coming down. You know what? I'm going to duplicate this tab. Because I keep moving to the other tab instead of going to the other page. Proficiencies. Proficiencies are the kind of things that your characters are good at. If you're proficient at something, that means you are good at it. You get to add. You have a bonus. You have a bonus to that thing. Your proficiency for example, Onin is proficient in being charismatic. Our example earlier. So Onin is trying to be a smooth talker again. So I'm going to ask him to roll his 20-sided die. His total is a 3. 3 plus...
it's a good thing I gave it to the plus 3, so that's a 6.
Yeah, so 3 plus his charisma modifier plus 3, that's a 6. And also, because Onin, for this example, is proficient in being charismatic, he can add his proficiency bonus. His proficiency bonus is +2. So 6. So the dice roll, which is 3, plus his charisma modifier +3, plus his proficiency bonus +2, that gives us a grand total of 8. After all, a measly 8. So after all of those additions, after all that math, it comes up at 8. Yeah, it comes out as 8. So that's why proficiencies in the right skills, being proficient in certain things, would be very helpful, because sometimes you need just a little bit more to pass the test, to pass the check. For example, if you need like a 15 and you would have only had a 12, you would have only had a 14 on your roll, on your total. Because of your proficiency bonus, you're able to hit that target, right? So proficiencies are very, very useful. You are not proficient in any armor, so you don't get in, you are unable to wear, you don't know how to properly make use of armor. I don't think it's going to be of use to us, since Pokemon trainers don't really have armor.
I mean, this is why I added I put 15 on dexterity. I need to dodge. I need to like roll every time.
Yeah. We're going by Arceus rules. You are not proficient with any weapon, but you are proficient in charisma saving throws. So we're going to save here, saving throws, charisma. Okay, so hello Plum child has arrived. Hello anak. How would you explain saving throws, Onin?
It saving throws are like when your first roll failed, it didn't reach the required value.
That's not it.
No,
No.
I don't. I just play to my heart's content.
You just look at the numbers. You just listen to the DM. Save. Yeah. So
yes, I just do
so
that.
you know how you are interacting with the environment, with the world, right? When you're trying to be charismatic, when you're trying to sell that tomato, right? You're being charismatic. That's you interacting with the world. However, what if the world is interacting with you? Because this is a two-way street, baby. This is a two-way street. So if somebody is trying to sell you something, and we want to see if your character would fall for their marketing skills, right? So I will ask you for a charisma saving throw. So it's the same thing.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
Now you remember. So it's the same thing.
Now I remember
You roll a d20. It's still a 6. It's a 6 this time. You add your charisma modifier plus your proficiency. So the total would then be 11.
11.
Would be 11. And then that's gonna be like contested with their charisma throw. So that's how saving throw works. There will be certain scenarios where I will be asking you for a saving throw. But for example, if I'm asking you for a saving throw that you are not proficient in, for example, if a rock or a boulder fell on top of you, and we want to see if you're strong enough, to lift it, to react to it, right? I will ask you for a strength saving throw. So again, we roll the die, and for example, you got an 18. We add your strength modifier, and that's it.
19.
We don't add 19. That's a good roll. It would have been 21 if we added your proficiency bonus. But because your character is not proficient in strength saving throws, you do not get to add your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Yes. So that's saving throws. Charisma is something to like suave your way through arguments or just flirting in general. Yes, that is also very true. That also counts. You guys look very dapper today, by the way. Oh, thank you, Anna. Sounds fun.
My hair is a mess.
Same.
This like
I
it's a
rolled to seduce
mess.
the dragon. No,
That's what Donkey did in Shrek.
that is true. This is why, like, that is
He got
why
an
I'm
penny.
very, I am a firm believer that the entire Shrek movie was just one
It's
big
a
elaborate
D&D
D&D
session.
session. It was just one big D&D session.
I knew it.
Like for the first few minutes, first few sessions, it was just some dude bro and like three dudes, like the DM and their roommates, and then suddenly somebody invited their girlfriend to play, and
Yes.
they gave them like a cookie cutter princess character sheet, and then they were like, no, I actually want to be something else. Can I be? Oh, my boyfriend is actually an ogre. Can I be an ogre too? Ah, fine, but like we already said you're a princess, but like maybe
It's
you're
a
an ogre.
curse.
It's a curse. You're an ogre at night. Okay, how about that? Oh, you know what? Yes, I like that. Also, I'm a monk. I'm a fighter. Fine. Okay.
See that's how Shrek was born.
That's how Shrek was
That's
born.
the
Yes.
idea.
That I'm a firm believer. Like there has been no record. Nobody has ever confirmed or denied this, but I am a firm believer that that is the case.
It is at
Yeah.
this point.
Mm. So we're also saying that Donkey is a bard.
He is a bard.
He is a bard, right? So anyway, um skill proficiency. So these are all additional skills that your character will have. You automatically are proficient in animal handling. So we're gonna put down
Of course. I shall add that to my notes as well. Animal handling.
skills. So this is required since you're going to be a Pokemon trainer. Most things that you're going to do while you're interacting with Pokemon, especially catching Pokemon, will require your animal handling skills.
I cannot wait to finally converse with my fellow animal handlers, aka the daycare couple.
No.
Oh,
But other than animal handling, you also get to choose two other skill proficiencies from this list. I don't know if you're able to read this. I'll
I
type it out for you on Discord just in
I
case.
cannot see it.
You cannot see it. That's okay. I'll type it. I'll type it out for you, and I'll also read it out. Oh, I'll also read it out to you just in case something catches your ears. So there is acrobatics, athletics, insight, intimidation, investigation, medicine, nature,
Oh
perception,
my god.
performance, persuasion, sleight of hand, stealth,
Sleight
or
of hand.
or
I take the
survival.
gym leader's Pokeball.
No. So
Sleight of hand.
those are your options for your skill proficiencies. You get to choose
I,
two from them. We're not going to explain everything since that's going to be very long-winded. I'll explain any of these if you forgot what they are, or and then I'll just explain the ones that you have chosen.
what should I? Wait, I'll be taking investigation. I'll take investigation and intimidation.
Investigation and intimidation.
Not only am I a charismatic trainer, I can be intimidating at the same time.
Okay, so
I could,
to
yes.
explain these skills for the viewers, for the new players. So animal handling, like I said, deals on how well you can interact with animals, with creatures, with wildlife. For this scenario, for this case, how well Onin's character can interact with Pokemon. Investigation deals with his intelligence, being able to use deductive reasoning, being able to like taking the time to actually study something and come up with conclusions that way, using logical reasoning in order to get to an answer. Intimidation, on the other hand, is his ability to scare somebody into doing favors for him. So intimidation is actually a charisma skill. Intimidation uses his charisma. So if Onin's character is trying to ask for a favor or is trying to like lower down the deal, trying to barter for items, he can use he will try to intimidate the store clerk or the store clerk into lowering down the price.
Not just try, he will do.
God damn it. So those are his proficiencies. So anytime that his character will try to do any of those three skills, animal handling, investigation, or intimidation, he will be proficient at those things, and he will have a bonus 2 points to the total roll.
Oh.
For any other skill, for like example, I'm gonna ask him for a acrobatics, for example. Acrobatics deals with his dexterity, so he has to roll a d20, add his dexterity modifier, but because he's not proficient in acrobatics, he doesn't get to add his proficiency. So that's just gonna be a flat dexterity roll. Okay, we're gonna put this over here.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes. This is why I prefer to use Notion. Give me a Bulbasaur, I will burn you with the gasoline being your tears from hypothetically me beating you up if you didn't give me the flower dinosaur. I mean, yeah, you can have Bulbasaur. Yeah. Jeez.
I'm choosing Charmander, Plum. Deal with it.
So those are
eat glue when I was a kid. Deal with it. Charmander.
Okay. So that's that. So these are just your skills. These are the stuff that you will. Hold on, let me just. There we go. I think that looks neater. So these are your basic skills, your basic stats. The 8 hit die, 12 HP, proficiency bonus +2, saving throw with charisma. These are your proficient skills, and this is your stat block. Next we can deal with your inventory. So for your inventory, we can do bullets. A bulleted list. So for your inventory, you have 5 Pokeballs. 5 normal Pokeballs. Those are. You have 1 potion. Potions are used to heal your Pokemon while you're outside of a Pokemon Center.
How many potions do I have?
You only have 1.
Dingy PC box.
You have a choice between a Dungeoneer, Explorer, or Filters pack. You can look them up online on what they have. DnD DnD
Dungeoneer pack. Huh.
Here you go. Equipment packs.
Crowbar.
Here you go. Dungeoneer's pack includes a backpack, a crowbar, a hammer, 10 pit pythons, 10 torches. I like the pythons are there for when you're trying to climb mountains. 10 torches, a tinderbox, 10 days of rations, and a water skin. The pack also has a 50 feet of hempen rope strapped to the side of it. So, Plum, you did ask me about how long a rope is last time. This is what I'm talking about. Like some packs, your player's character's inventory would already tell you how long the rope is. So if Onin chose the Dungeoneer's pack, his rope would be 50 feet. 50 feet long. Tinderbox, yes, a tinderbox is hold on, I can just show you. Tinderbox. This is a tinderbox. This is you use this to light fire, to create fire. I personally have no idea how to use this, but it's something.
All right.
So your options are Dungeoneer's Pack.
Fire.
What was the other one? Dungeoneer, Explorer, or Filcher. Explorer's Pack includes a backpack, a bedroll.
Filter.
Yeah.
I think the filter is the one related to writings.
I think so.
I think I might just take the Dungeoneer.
Dungeoneer?
Yep. I'll take the Dungeoneer's pack along with my 50 feet of
Oh wait, no,
rope.
Filcher is thief, one who filches, a thief. So that's a burglar's pack. So your options were Dungeoneer, Explorer, or Burglar Pack. Hello, Ryan. I haven't seen a DnD session for like forever. We're doing session 0, so we're creating Onin's character. For an Explorer's pack, includes a backpack, a bedroll, a mess kit, a tinderbox, 10 torches, 10 days of rations, and a water skin. Also has 15-foot hempen rope. So only the difference between the Dungeoneers, and Explorer's pack is the bedroll and mess kit. And then for Burglar's pack, bag of 1,000 ball bearings. Ryan redeemed the PIN. Oh, ball bearings? Yeah, these are the things that you use to like throw at the ground and flip up your opponent.
First it is.
Sorry, what'd you pick?
Oh. I have finally decided on the filter pack.
Filter's pack. Sorry, the only reason why I didn't hear you is because Ryan redeemed PIM.
Yeah.
Burglar's pack. How do you spell burglar?
I shall. How do I spell what?
Burglar. Burglar's pack.
Burglar.
English is weird. You got that. You have a burglar's pack. You also have your trainer's license. So you are. So the trainer's license is the one that would allow you to carry Pokemon. It's kind of like your gun license. If you are licensed to carry a weapon of mass destruction. Also, lore-wise, according to the player's handbook, if 2 trainers fight each other mano a mano, their trainer's license actually get revoked.
Aww.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, that's good. No fist fights for me.
Yeah.
Definitely no field.
Definitely no fist fights. No fist fights.
Why would I entertain such a barbaric option? Okay, so we have a backpack. Bag of 1,000 ball bearings.
Bag of 1,000 ball bearings, 10 feet of string.
You can already tell that how I would use the ball bearings.
I hate it. Although I would say that if you do use the ball bearings, I will ask you if you're going to take time to pick all of them up.
Oh no! Wait, I think. Wait. What if I catch a Magnemite?
Yeah, you could actually do that. Yeah, I'll allow that. I would allow that.
Magnemite, pick it up for me. Yes.
I would say that if you, here's the deal. If you use the ball bearings, normally, and you try to pick them all up, I will ask you to roll 10 d10s. I will ask you to roll 10 d10s. And then just to see how many of those you actually pick up times 10.
I see. So I don't abuse the
So yeah.
1,000.
So like after using the 1,000 ball bearings and you try to pick them all up, of course you're not going to be able to pick all of them up. You're definitely going to lose a few. So if you after rolling, you for this example, I'll say that you were only able to find 400 out of the 1,000. And then the next time that you use them, I'll ask you to roll 4d10 and then so on and so forth until you run out.
Oh, what if I just grab from the bag, like I grab 5 ball bearings and throw them?
Like you took the time to pick out
Yes.
5 ball bearings, then yeah, you can just I will trust you to keep note of that.
More note
Because
taking.
because I'm not going to keep track of that. I'm not going to keep track of that. You will. Okay.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Right. I'll trust you enough to keep track of your ball bearings. I'll trust you enough to keep track of your balls.
Yes. I was waiting for that. Thank you. I've been waiting for that.
You're welcome, I guess. You also have 10 feet of string, a bell, 5 candles, a crowbar, a hammer, 10 pythons, a hooded lantern, 2 flasks of oil, 5 days. You only have 5 days rations, a tinderbox, and a water skin. And you also have.
I already know what to do.
Yeah.
I already know what to do with it.
The pack also has 50 feet of hempen rope strapped to the side of it. So that's your burglar's pack, filters pack.
Nice.
Other than that, you also have a Pokédex.
Oh wait, I also have a trainer's license, right?
Yes, trainer's license.
And the Pokédex.
Mm-hmm. All right. I also read on the player's handbook that people who have trainer's licenses get to use the Pokemon centers for free. So that implies that other people can use the Pokemon centers, but they have to pay for it if they don't have a license.
I'm gonna have. I already put a big all caps note besides my trainer's license. Do not lose it.
Do not lose it. Hello, hey, LA, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. Look, Onin, it's
LA?
Yeah, that's LA.
LA.
We're playing D&D. We're making Onin's character. You do have your all important starter Pokemon.
It's Charmander. Deal with it, viewers. It's Charmander.
Alright, that's your starter Pokemon. Okay. And then lastly, you have money. You have money. So your money is 1,000 plus 100 times 4d4.
4d4, let's go.
So for example, the way we're gonna roll that, we're gonna 4d4. So that means 4-sided dice. We're gonna roll this. So for example, we got a 13. We multiply that by 100. That's 1,300. So our the total money would have been 2,300 Pokédollars.
Like
do we want to call it Pokédollars? Or Pokies? Or Pokecoins?
What's a funny? How do you make money funny in the Pokemon?
Is there an in-universe canon way to call Pokemon money? Pokemon money.
They call
Pokemon
it
dollar. It's just a Pokédollar.
Yeah, Pokédollar. Yeah, I can roll with Pokédollar.
Pokédollars. Okay, so cool. Points? No, that doesn't sound
No.
That doesn't sound right.
No.
Knowing me and Onin, I'm sure that we will mispronounce that in so many ways.
Do you have points on you?
It sounds dirty. We're gonna stick with Pokédollars. What did you roll? How much do you get?
I'm gonna roll my D4, my 4d4 now.
Mm-hmm.
Give me something. I got a 10.
10. So that's, you have 2,000. 2,000 Poke
I have
Dollars.
2,000. 2,000. Pokey.
Poke Dollars.
Does
Pokers.
counterfeit exist in this universe?
That's a good question. I'll get back to you on that.
Not that I'm planning any counterfeit.
We haven't. Bear
Definitely
in
not.
mind, remember, Onin, that this entire campaign, it has the premise that you are supposed to be a detective. You're supposed to be lawful.
Damn it.
But yeah, that's the
Alright,
that's.
I guess.
Oh, hi, hi, Onin's mom.
Hello daw po.
Hi.
Hindi, si Kuya Dave.
Okay. Yeah, so that's your equipment. Trainer license. Only licensed trainers are permitted to capture Pokemon, and this license identifies you as having such authorization. It also allows trainers to gain access to special services at Pokemon centers and to purchase goods at the Pokemart. Trainers can lose their license for attacking other trainers or their Pokemon, or failing to take care of their own Pokemon. So this is so
Wait,
like
wait. Do not lose it. Do not hit anyone on the face. Do not hit others, Pokemon. Do not mistreat your Pokemon. It's all in caps. I got it.
perfect. All right, cool.
I will
Starter.
not lose.
I hope not. Starter Pokemon. A trainer must begin with any single unevolved Pokemon of species rating 1/2 or lower, with the base stats in its stat block. This Pokemon starts with the nature of the player's choice.
Ooh.
I actually have a list of all of the natures already. So that we would have had
Ooh.
if we stuck with a PDF. That we would have had to check what page.
A lot.
A lot of pages. But like
A lot of pages.
this is the whole list. This is the full list of all of the possible natures. You can choose from it whatever you want, or you can roll for it if you'd like. So yeah. These modifiers will be applied to your Pokemon and not you.
Oh, since we've started with the dice rolling, I'll let the dice decide it.
Cool.
Is the nat 20 good?
Nat
It's
20
pretty
is
good.
nimble. +1 AC, -2 strength.
Okay, we believe in the heart of.
Does a trainer's license just evaporate into nothingness when they lose it? Imagine, but no, I don't think so. I think you would be reported by some agency, and I think they will revoke your trainer's license. It's kind of like a credit card, where like if you present it to the Pokemon Center and then they'll swipe it, they'll see that it's rejected, and you won't be able to use that trainer license.
Okay, we have just started the first nat one
Nat one.
of the series. It's a
Well,
nat
I
20.
wouldn't. I don't know if you'll count that as a nat one, because it's not an ability check. It's not an ability check. We're just checking for the list. But it's great that you bring that up. Nat ones or natural ones and natural 20s are very integral for D&D. As we know, the 20-sided die is the most important die in the game. The lowest number is 1, the highest number is 20. Sometimes some DMs will impose a rule or a house rule where like if your die landed on number 1, then whatever you're trying to do, it's an automatic failure. Not only that, it is a critical failure. So everything that can go wrong with it does go wrong.
Will go wrong.
Will go wrong. But the complete opposite of that is 20. So a nat 20 or a natural 20 is an automatic success. Not only that, it is a critical success. So everything that could go right with what you're trying to do goes right. Some DMs do implement that rule. Some don't. Some have some limitations to it. We'll come up with something as we go, as we play. But yeah, so usually even if you have modifiers, even if you are proficient or you have a special item that gives you additional points to that roll, if you get a nat 1, that's over. You're definitely not good. That's an automatic fail. But I know that the nat 1 and the critical success and critical failure only happens with attack rolls and ability checks. Not too sure though. I could be wrong, but yeah, again, it's one of those homebrew rules. It's one of those house rules that doesn't really that you don't have to carry over in every single game. So, your Pokemon is Reckless, right?
Yep. I like how my Pokemon is the complete opposite of me. Me with +1 strength and with +2 dexterity, and it has +2 strength and -2 dexterity. Ah, yes.
All right, let me edit.
Balanced
Okay,
as all things should be.
let me make a note on that on our on Discord. Reckless is +2 strength, -2 dex. There you go. Or actually,
Oh, will we be using the D20 nature mod bros whenever I catch a new Pokemon?
yes.
Okay.
So that's their starter Pokemon. So your Charmander has a reckless nature. Perfect. Uh,
The complete opposite of me. I love Charmander already.
your Pokédex, a handheld computer with an advanced camera and image recognition software. A trainer can use a bonus action to identify a Pokemon within 50 feet using the Pokédex's scanner. Doing so registers the Pokemon on the Pokédex and reveals the base SR and some brief facts about the species. So SR is the Pokemon species rating. It tells you how rare it is or how powerful it is. So using a Pokédex would let you know if you have the right if you are able to catch this Pokemon or not. Because if you try to catch a Pokemon above your level, then it's gonna be an automatic
no.
failure no matter what.
I have a question. You mentioned that the Pokédex has a high facial recognition software.
Image
Is it
recognition
possible
software.
to image recognition software? Is it possible to put a a face lock on it, like only my face can activate it?
You know what? It doesn't say so, but I'll allow it.
Let's go.
Right. Just
Face lock.
yeah, just to add some extra security on your Pokédex on your device, because like,
Oh,
uh, just to
yeah,
deter
you go
anyone
first.
from just to deter anyone from trying to steal other people's Pokédex. Everyone's Pokédex already registers their users' faces.
Would it be also possible to register immediate family members and the professor of the region on the Pokédex? So in case you lose it, you could just like tell your mom or tell the professor, and then they can contact the authorities and have themselves be recognized by the Pokédex. Because
Yes.
because they, because what if someone uses a Ditto to copy your face and then they have your Pokédex?
Oh yeah.
Except
Oh, that's good. That's a good point. That's a good point. I will say that for security say for those kind of scenarios, the Pokédex would allow you to register one additional family member, one additional face for it to grant access. Uh, and then the other face that it will always recognize is the professor's face. That's a good question actually. That's a good lore building. I like that.
I have heard facial recognition software, and I'm like, they're gonna use dittos against us. I will not allow that.
Okay, so this table tells you everything that you will get, all of the features you'll
Mm-hmm.
get as you level up your character. At level 1, you get your starter Pokemon and your specialization. We'll get to that in a bit. At second level, your trainer path. We'll get to that as well. You at level 1, up until level 4, you can only have 3 Pokemon. So this is
Okay.
so this tells you like your skill level will only your skill level is at the point where you can only properly take care of 3 Pokemon at a time.
So it's like the badge system, but for traded Pokemon.
Yes.
Oh,
So like you're not that skilled yet. You're not that skilled as a trainer yet for you to take care of a whole team of Pokemon, which I think really makes sense. They kind of touched up on that on in like Detective Pikachu, where like most people only ever have one Pokemon, and that's why being a Pokemon trainer is an actual career because you need so much time, so much care, and so much knowledge and skill in order to take care of multiple creatures with varying needs and temperament in order for you to take care of all of them all at once. So it makes sense. It would make sense for like low level trainers can only take care of this many Pokemon. You know, so at second level, when we start the campaign, you will only be able to take care of up to 3 Pokemon.
okay.
And then the highest SR, the highest species rating that you can catch is 2. I
For the
have
meantime.
sorry
Oh, yeah. For the meantime, because
for the meantime,
it
yes.
increases.
Yeah. As you level up your trainer, as you level up your character, you will be able to carry more Pokemon. You'll be able to have more features, and you will be skilled enough to capture and catch more powerful Pokemon or more rarer Pokemon. I know I have a here we are. I have a PDF of all of the Pokemon for the Gen 1 to 2 Pokemon. So these are the stat blocks that we'll be using for all
Yeah,
of them.
yeah,
So flower,
flower
yep,
dinosaur,
flower dinosaur. So like for example, for Charizard, this is yeah,
flower frog.
this is just your Charmander's stat blocks.
Yeah.
It is a 12 in strength, 14 in dex, 11 con, 6 intelligence, 10 wisdom, 10 charisma, and then all of these other abilities. I don't think we need to go through this. What do you think? I don't think we need
Mm.
to go through all of these, right?
I think it's fine as is.
Okay, cool. But there, for this PDF file, there's also a section where like it filters or it grouped all of the Pokemon according to SR. So just to give, oh, it's a cargo. Where's everyone? Oh, I think I think it's in the other PDF. Is it? Sure.
You could just show them what you sent me in
The one
Messenger.
the one I sent you on Messenger only has
Yeah,
SR
though it
one
only
half
has the
and
start. Yeah.
yeah, SR and below. I think I forgot where I found that. Or
All right,
was
wait. To make things clear, even if I do any kind of shenanigans, I cannot catch an SR that is beyond my trainer level, no matter how godly my luck would be for that in dice form.
yes,
All right, see, that's gonna save a lot of time for me trying to dice my way through
it would. It would.
a
I found it.
legendary.
I found it. It was in the main PDF. This is the change log. Here we are, SR2. So the most that you can. So this is a list of all the Pokemon that, according to SR. This is counting Pokemon from all the way to Generation 7. I don't think the
Ooh,
creators for this has added Gen 8 yet. But for
yeah.
an example of an SR2 would be a Finneon or a Muna, Murkrow, Almanite, Ponyard, Spinda. Spinda is S2, really? Vullaby.
I could have a confused Pokemon with me. Dance my spin to confuse my foes.
Baniri is also considered as SR2. So everything. So for your level, these are the only ones that these are the only Pokemon that you could capture until you level up.
Okay.
So this list is mostly just for me. You don't need to have this. This list is mostly just for me. Since I will be the one designing all of your encounters anyway.
Okay, okay.
That's another aspect of the game that I know that I'll have a little trouble with, or a little bit, it will be a little bit complicated, because I have to design the encounters myself. I have to come up with what kind of Pokemon you're going to encounter. Well, what if you want to go to a specific area and all of that? I have to design that and then
Oh
figure out.
yeah.
I again, that's not for you to worry about. That's for me to worry about. So that it'll just take a lot more preparation than usual. Anyway, what else? But yeah, we're only, like I said, we're only concerned with this. We're only concerned up to here since we're starting with at level 2. Pokeslots. A trainer's Pokeslots are the number of Pokemon a trainer can carry in their pack. At level 1, a trainer carries their starter and has 2 empty slots. Trainers can carry an additional Pokemon at levels 5, 10, and 15.
So it becomes 6 at 15.
It becomes 6 at 15. Pokemon Control Upgrade. Each species of Pokemon is given its own species rating. The stronger the Pokemon, the more difficult they are to control. The type of Pokemon you can control in the game depends on the level of your character. Without the proper level, a Pokemon with a higher SR than allowed will remain permanently at the disloyal loyalty level. Sorry. So you are able to catch Pokemon above your SR beyond your level. It's just that they're permanently disloyal to you.
So it's like Ash's Charizard until I get to
Until you get good.
Until I get good. Until I
Yes.
get to that specific SR. Alright.
Yeah.
So hypothetically, I could like 360 no scope throw a Pokeball, it lands on a Ho-Oh. I get a Ho-Oh, but it won't follow me.
It's going to be permanently disloyal to you, yes.
So it might end up destroying the world as we know it because it doesn't follow me.
For loyalty, the game does have a mechanic for that.
Okay.
It is right over. This is for catching Pokemon. Hold on. Let me just give the PDF some time to catch up. This is evolution. Catching Pokemon. There's math to this as well. Unfortunately.
Oh no, math. My weakness.
This is hatching. Running the game. Where's the loyalty part? Hold on, sorry. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Wait. Oh, there.
Loyalty. If a Pokemon is disloyal Pokemon hold disdain for being captured and would rather be free. They have no need to impress or obey their trainers and actively disobey orders. Pokemon at this level add -1 to any savings throw they make. In addition, before activating a move, the trainer must roll higher than a 15 on the D20 roll or the move fails.
Yeah,
So
at least it said the move fails rather than the move hits the trainer.
That is true. That is true, yeah. The complete opposite of that would be a loyal Pokemon. Pokemon at this level have an incredible bond with their trainers, willing to risk their own life for their trainer's safety. Pokemon at this level gain additional max hit points equal to their level, +1 to any saving throw they make, and 2 additional skill proficiencies of their choice. In the case where a Pokemon would dip below this loyalty in combat, the same skills must be selected. So your starter Pokemon is going to be automatically loyal to you. Or does it say that? I don't know if it says that. But I'm sure we'll get to that. Maybe.
I shall sacrifice my life so that Charmander may not die.
Do you think your Char? I think when the campaign starts, your Charmander would be loyal to you.
I shall feed it every day.
I
I shall.
that would make sense to me. There are other actions you can take. There are actions in game that you could do in order to bond with your Pokemon. There is a specific. Oh, here it is. Bonding. Bonding with your Pokemon is an important part of any trainer's routine. At each long rest, you have the ability to take special time to bond with your active Pokemon. Bonding with a Pokemon can take the form of practicing, eating together, playing games, or simply just enjoying one another's company. Bonding with your Pokemon
Practicing.
has two main benefits that last until your next long rest. The Pokemon gains an additional 10 temporary hit points. The Pokemon gains 1 point of inspiration.
Charmander, you shall always be inspired.
So the game rewards you for being a good trainer.
I already know what I'm gonna do. I will be a good trainer. I shall be a good papa.
I hope so. I sure hope so. So yeah, those are those are the trainer stats. That's for your trainer and that's for your character. Like the Pokemon camp. Yes, like a Pokemon camp. Okay, so throwing Pokeballs, catching Pokemon. This is something that I wanted to go over with you. Kind of a refresher, just to let you know, just to set your expectations on how we're going to go about catching new Pokemon for your team. Okay. So
Sure.
this is like a spell list. Like we're gonna treat throw Pokeball like a spell. Casting time is 1 action. Range is 60 feet. Components: Pokeball. You hurl a Pokeball at a wild Pokemon in attempt to capture it. Make an animal handling skill check. You have advantage on the throw if the Pokemon is poisoned, restrained, asleep, burning, confused, paralyzed, or frozen. So you have advantage if the Pokemon has a debuff on it.
Status condition.
Status condition. It's interesting that, because like in the mains games, a Pokemon with a status like poison or burn does increase your catch rate for that Pokemon, but it's less effective than being paralyzed or asleep. In the main series games, being a paralyzed Pokemon is more likely to be caught compared to a burnt Pokemon. The highest status condition, the best status condition you can have for a Pokemon when you're trying to catch it is sleep. Out of all the status conditions, sleep has the highest catch modifier in game in the main series games. Yeah.
Is there a way to inflict status conditions without using Pokemon move?
If there is, I would count that as abuse. I would catch that as catching in a dishonest way. So I would say that if you do catch a Pokemon like that, I would say that it would automatically be dishonest towards you, even though it's within your SR.
What if, for example, I happen to chance upon a special flute that puts Pokemon to sleep?
I don't think there is anything like there's a flute that wakes Pokemon up.
Damn.
But if, like I said, if there is an item like that forcibly, that dishonestly and unnobly, what's the process opposite of noble? Disnoble? Unnoble?
Dirty.
Yeah. If you catch a Pokemon in a dirty way, I would say that the Pokemon would automatically be dishonest, disloyal towards you.
Oh, well, what if like I throw food at it and it eats the food and I throw it behind them?
Like an Arceus? Like an Arceus? I will say I say that's fair game. I will go by Legends Arceus rules. I will say that's fair game because the Pokemon is going to think, hey, this trainer caught me by surprise, but they also have food. So they're not going to be loyal or disloyal towards you. I will say that they would be neutral.
Okay, I can take that.
I think that's fair, right?
Yeah, yes, I can accept that.
Neutral Pokemon acts normally with no stat modifiers. It responds to its trainer's commands and acts on its own accord outside of combat as an active Pokemon. Most freshly caught Pokemon begin at this level or lower depending on the circumstances of their catch. Would you say that's like using that method? Would you say like back hitting a Pokemon while they're eating? Would they be neutral or upset towards you? Because like imagine they're in their perspective, like you're randomly chilling and eating, and then suddenly somebody smacks you on the behind, and suddenly you're in a closed space without
I
food.
would say they would be upset.
Yeah, upset.
It's fair. But what if they were eating? I'm just sneaking close to them. I just boop the Pokeball on them, like boop. Like, surprise! You're mine now. Hopefully.
I think depending on the roll, if you got a really high roll on your animal handling check, I think that would be content. I think that Pokemon would be content. A Pokemon shows fondness and respect for your owner, for you.
Right.
Otherwise, it'll be neutral. It'll be neutral.
So if they were eating and chilling, and I just throw it, I chuck a ball at them, they would be upset.
If you back hit them, yeah, they would be upset.
If I back hit them, if I don't back hit them while they were chilling and eating, it's a neutral.
It'd be neutral, yeah.
If they were chilling and eating, and I just boop them by surprise, like a gentle boop.
Because you'd have to be very, very close to the Pokemon in order for you to do that. And I think if a wild Pokemon sees a trainer approaching it and allows them to get close enough for them to boop a Pokeball at them, I think that would be neutral. I would say that shows that the Pokemon trusts you and likes you enough to be content while they're in your party, while they're in your team. So I think in that instance, like if in that scenario and those kind of circumstances, I would say that the Pokemon is content.
Okay.
Is there a way to gain trust after you caught them? Yes, there is. There's a way. The main way is bonding. I think the only way I can think of is bonding with them. And then I will also consider giving food. Perishable items can be given to a Pokemon as an action to instantly restore hit points or temporarily increase abilities.
Would we be implementing the walk, a kind of like walking style, a walking Pokemon beside you?
Yes. At all times, a trainer must have an active Pokemon. This Pokemon stays outside their Pokeball and roams around with the trainer to socialize and help with skill checks. In battle, they are the first one to fight until switched out. At the end of battle, they resume status as the active Pokemon. A trainer can switch out their active Pokemon at any time except immediately before entering a battle. If this Pokemon faints, the trainer must choose a new active Pokemon at that time. Pokemon like trainers are proficient in various skills. Outside of battle, a Pokemon may help their trainers, granting advantage on one of the trainer's skill checks as long as the Pokemon is proficient in that skill. For example, Ash has chosen Pikachu as his active Pokemon. Pikachu is proficient in acrobatics and persuasion. If Ash has to use either of these skills, he is given advantage on the roll. Pokemon D&D, is it gonna stick? Is it Pokemon draped over D&D or just D&D with Pokemon elements? It's D&D with Pokemon elements. We're using 5e mechanics. For example, when you're catching Pokemon, there's this, we're using animal handling. And then adding a bit more math to it, like the Pokemon's SR. SR is like a monster CR. Plus a Pokemon level, remaining HP, all that jazz. In the normal games, Like I said, being poisoned or burnt does increase your chances of catching a Pokemon. Paralyzed is better. Sleep is best. Confusion does not, or being confused or being restrained in the main series does not really change your or does not really help your chances of catching a Pokemon. But for this game, for this campaign, it will. So whether you're paralyzed or poisoned or frozen, whatever, uh, you will still have advantage in catching that Pokemon. So it's your animal handling check, and then the DC is going to be 10 plus a Pokemon's base SR rounded down, plus the Pokemon's level, plus the remaining HP divided by 10 rounded down. Is this a one shot or a campaign? It's going to be a campaign, hopefully. So this is going to be this is going to be the SR. Don't mind this. Don't think too much about this. I will be the one who has to worry about this. I might do like a spreadsheet. Like I might do some macros on Google Sheets, just to help
I can
me.
already see it.
Yeah, just so that it'll be easier for me to calculate the DC. But yeah, that's catching Pokemon. What else is here? Yes, hello, new person. Hello, Henjo. Henjo kind of reminds me of Will. Will from our GC, because he uses Henjo as a.
Yeah.
So I know that Will dropped by the stream before, when I was streaming for the first time. But the chat says that this is a first time chatter, so I don't think it's Will, unless he made a new account.
Yes, maybe he made a new
Either
account,
way.
or
Either way, welcome. How many players are gonna be in
Yes.
it? One. Just one. There's so much to think of. There's so much to keep track. There's so many things to keep track of that I don't think I'll be able to handle more than one player. So this is gonna be a one-on-one. Yeah, this is gonna be a one-on-one DnD session. But I've been playing with this dude for so long. I know that it's gonna be fun, even though he's the only player. I'm gonna have my hands full anyways.
I am the dude.
You are the dude. You are that dude. Okay, so the only other thing for your character is your character specialization and trainer path. Imagine 4 players with 6 Pokemon. Hell no, please no. That's wait. Imagine.
Oh, we kind of did that, but it was like, I think it was
Years
5
ago.
players with 1 Pokemon.
Yeah.
Or it was 4 players. We ended up cutting a nose past his nose.
Yeah, that was traumatic. I didn't like that.
Yeah, we also like humiliated a hiker class trainer, and then Roxanne got mad at us, and then that's history.
That's history. We're moving moving past that. Water under the bridge. So anyway, so we're gonna talk about your trainer specialization and your trainer path. At level 1, where is it? 10th level Pokemon Tracker specialization. At level 1, players may choose a specialization from the following list, granting them bonuses depending on. Oh, thank you for the hydrate and dihydrate. Hydrate and dihydrate. I always say. Thank you, Bebe. And a pause check. Right. Pause check. May choose a specialization from the following list, granting them bonuses depending on the type of Pokemon they train. Additional specializations can be chosen at later levels. Oh, Bebe, sorry. I'm sorry. What? Don't chop me. I'm sorry. I don't know why you had to chop me, but anyway. Additional specializations can be chosen at later levels.
Don't chop me.
Specializations can be stacked for an additional +1 bonus to skill checks for each time that's chosen. Especially can be
The
stacked.
chop won't even hit me.
No, it will not. Unless I duplicate the chop and position it for Onin, but then there'll be 2 chops, 1 for me and 1 for Onin, so you'll get 2 chops for the price of 1. I don't think that's fair. I think I could just move the chop. Try chopping. Try chopping. I'll move it. I'll move it to Onin.
I must be ready. No, please. I am a poor boy. Nothing's
Or,
happening.
oh
I
no!
must.
Why are you giving him a pet? Why are you petting him? No, why pet? Why'd you give him a pet? That's unfair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine being a swimmer and your starter is a
Higher
Charmander.
type.
Imagine the traumatic bonding. No.
Okay. So here are your specializations. You can be a pyromaniac if you'd like, but that's up to you.
I'm scared because I might get into the pyromaniac character.
Yeah.
No, I'm scared of what I could do.
So will I. But I think that like pyromaniac doesn't really like, and none of these specializations really do anything except for additional points for your skills. For a pyromaniac, it increases your constitution by 1. Add a +1 bonus to all
Ooh.
skill checks made by any of your fire Pokemon.
Okay. What does it? What does a dragon trainer do?
Dragon
Dragon tamer.
Dragon Tamer, where is that? Uh Here, increases your wisdom by 1, and then +1 to all skill checks by dragon Pokemon. So all of these specializations
Will
will give a +1 bonus to a specific type, and then additional skill ability scores for yourself. So dragon tamers,
oh wait.
you'll have a +1 in wisdom.
Un, until until what gen will we be running in this campaign? Just Kanto, right?
Just Kanto, yes. Just Pokemon native to
Oh.
Kanto. And maybe Johto.
Then wait. Let's see what fire types are in Kanto.
Ponyta,
Remember. Ponyta,
Magmar,
Ninetales,
Ninetales.
Booba Head,
That's Magmar.
Growlithe.
Growlithe, yes. Flareon.
Hmm. Oh yeah, Flareon too.
I will also,
Wait,
since I think, because like I remember that you mentioned that you wanted this campaign to include Pokemon from other generations. Like the setting is Kanto, but Pokemon from
yes,
other regions still exist, right? So
yes.
I think what I will be doing is I might look at the catch ratings, the catch rates for in like Soul Silver and Heart Gold and
Ooh,
Soul Silver.
okay.
I think I'll be referencing those encounter rates to figure out what kind of Pokemon you'll be encountering in certain areas. I think that's fair, right? I think that's
Yes.
doable. It makes things easier for me.
What's in the Alchemist?
Alchemist. Where's Alchemist? Alchemist gain
Is it
proficiency in the medicine or deception skill, and it's for poison types.
the only poison types in Kanto is the Beedrill that Markiplier would smash and Gengar?
What?
Oh, you haven't watched
I
the Smash
haven't. No,
broadcast?
Markiplier would smash a Beedrill.
Well, that's one Smash spoiler done. My bad. Mm. Oh wait, what about the team player? I think it looks
That's for normal types.
balanced.
That's for normal types.
Oh, it's normal
Increase
type.
any one of your ability scores by 1.
All normal Pokemon. If I were to use a bird perception, add +1 to flying. Although I don't know when my Charmander would evolve into a Charizard.
Feminine humanoid quality. How does Beedrill have a feminine humanoid quality?
They made a game theory made a video about it. Like it, you should watch Markiplier's first, and then MatPat game game theory made the perfect Pokemon for Markiplier. It was funny.
I stopped watching Game Theory for a while. I haven't watched any of his newer videos, but I'll check that out, I guess.
They're actually like a breath of fresh air right now. I listen to them in background,
Uh,
but you know what? Constitution. It's not even gonna. I need something to. There's only the there's only the Dragonite line for Dragon types. Dark
oh
Pokemon,
yeah.
Fairy Pokemon, Water Pokemon, Bird
Wait, what was the
Buggy.
were there any new dragon types in Gen 2? What was the pseudo legendary for Gen 2?
Uh,
Tyranitar?
yes, I think it was Tyranitar. No,
But there
okay.
wasn't any dragon types in Gen 2?
I don't think there was.
I'll
Oh
check
wait,
it.
no, Kingdra,
Oh yeah,
Kingdra.
Kingdra is the dragon type. Also,
Ooh,
in later levels, they did mention like you will get an additional specialization. Uh,
specialization. Ooh,
so you get another one at level 7, and I think that's it. Oh no, level 18.
also I get three
You get 3
specialization.
specializations. You do get 3 specializations in later levels and higher levels. And they do stack.
Okay.
They do stack. So like if you have a if
Ooh,
you have a fire flying type, and you're both a pyromaniac and a bird keeper,
Charizard.
then you do get a +2 in Charizard's skill checks.
I- Imagine the resume of my character. Pyromaniac Bird Keeper Alexis would like to battle.
Pyromaniac bird keeper. That sounds like hell.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going with the Pyromaniac first. Yes. I yes. I am certain on that one now. So that will be specialization. Pyromaniac.
Hold on.
Ooh, I should put. Ooh,
Specialization. Pyromaniac.
ooh, it's actually
A
looking
plus.
interesting.
What is this? +1 in Pyromania gives you +1 in Constitution. Uh, +1 skill checks for fire types.
Oh,
Effect.
will will my Constitution be 11 now?
It would be, yes.
So I can just add, but that's still a +0. Yeah,
Yes, it would be.
it's
It would
fine.
be. Your
But
total
I'll
count
keep
is 11
+1 skill check for all
for fire types.
fire types.
Yes.
Ooh.
So that's your specialization. Again, you will get more. You do have the chance to have additional specializations as you level up. If we ever get to that point, um, and then at level 2, there are many ways and reasons to train Pokemon. At second level, depending on your long-term goals, choose one of the following paths. You do get one trainer path. I think you only get one trainer path. I don't think you'll be able to get more.
Okay.
Sorry, no. Okay, so you get one trainer path. You get to choose from all of these.
I
I'm
get
go
to.
from you get to choose from all of these. Uh, so I'll read this out for you. Let me know if you find anything interesting, or you can make a note of it until we get to the last one. So the first one is Ace Trainer. Your goal is to become one of the strongest trainers in the world, and so you excel in battle. All of your Pokemon gain a +1 to their bonus attack, +1 bonus to their attack and damage rolls, and then you also gain
Wow.
additional effects as you level up. Hobbyist, you choose to dabble in a variety of skills to take care of your Pokemon. Pokementor, you have a nurturing touch and a skill for mentoring Pokemon. Researcher, you wish to learn more about Pokemon and the secrets they hold within. Pokemon Collector, your fascination with all the different types of Pokemon of the world drives your need to collect them all. Nurse, you have a pure heart and a healing spirit. You want the best for your Pokemon, and that involves always keeping them in tip-top shape. Type Master, you feel drawn to the elements, focusing your skills into a particular type of Pokemon. When you choose this path, increase the stab of any Pokemon that is the same type as your specialization by +1 at all levels. You have a Type Master. Commander, you rule over your Pokemon with an iron fist, demanding respect and forming an unbreakable bond with your team. How does this work? Do you play the trainer as well as 6 NPCs, or is it like the Beastmaster Ranger with 1 psychic Pokemon? It's more the second option, Beastmaster Ranger with 1 psychic Pokemon. But there are also mechanics on how we will include more Pokemon to that. Yeah. For low levels though, we explained this earlier. Low level trainers can only control a certain number of Pokemon. So at second level, you can only control 3 Pokemon. And then at higher levels, control 4, control 5. Level 15, you control 6. Oh yeah, and then all of your attacks, all of your weapon attacks, will be done with your Pokemon. The trainer does have, the trainer does have their own stat block. The trainer does have their own abilities, their own proficiencies, but so do Pokemon. Pokemon also have their own stat blocks. They get to do other they also do get to have their own skill proficiencies and saving throws and all of that. Pokemon, the way what they do is that, like, if you're trying Jesus Christ, Plum. If they Plum redeemed, Plum left. So like if your character is doing an athletics check, and if they have a Bulbasaur, then they will have advantage on that athletics check. As long as you have a Pokemon that is proficient to that skill, you do that skill with advantage.
Oh.
So for example, for Onin, his starter is a Charmander, is proficient in acrobatics. So even though Onin's character does not have any proficiency in acrobatics, he does have advantage on that because of Charmander.
So where do we put that?
We do. I already put that on the Discord server. Like Charmander's stat blocks would already have those. You can just refer to them if you need to. I'm gonna trust that you're going to that you would keep track of that. I'm not going to monitor. I'm not gonna micromanage that for you. I'll leave that to you to keep an eye on that. Okay. All right. Perfect.
Got it.
Perfect. Anyway, Commander, you rule over your Pokemon with the Iron Fist, demanding respect and forming an unbreakable bond with your team. You can also be a grunt. Whether current or aspiring evil team member, your goal is to cast down all goody two-shoe trainers and rise up in the ranks.
Like Grunty Boy. It is I, Grunty Boy.
You could also be a tactician. You have an eye for detail and a unique set of skills to use in battle. Lastly, you can also be a ranger. You are comfortable in the wild and have an incredible respect for Pokemon in their natural habitat. When you choose this path, gain proficiency in nature and survival. So like all of these trainer paths have their additional skills, additional proficiencies if you'd like. Did any of these catch your attention? Maybe you want to know more about?
I am most interested in the nurse and commander.
Okay, nurse and commander, perfect. They're on the same page. Thank you. For nurses, when you choose this path, you gain proficiency in the medicine skill. At each long rest or Pokemon Center visit, your held Pokemon gain temporary hit points equal to your level.
Ooh.
So like, you know how like with long rests, you can bond with your Pokemon and they gain temporary hit points. I think this will stack with the nurse with the nurse path. So your starter Pokemon, along with all of your other benched Pokemon, would have temporary hit points during long rests or Pokemon Center visits. For Commander, when you choose this path, your starter's loyalty increases to loyal. I don't think this is really relevant to you since we're already assuming that your starter Pokemon is automatically loyal. Since, cause like my idea, cause like the campaign is gonna be you as a detective, and in my head, you have already been doing this line of work for a while now, and you've already formed form a bond with Charmander enough that it's now loyal to you. Yes. But yeah, when you choose this path, your starter's loyalty increases to loyal. Do you want me to read through their additional abilities at higher levels, or because right now, Commander doesn't really give you anything at the moment.
I think I'd go for Nurse.
For Nurse, okay. And then we're going to... Sorry, hold on. Trainer path is... I can trust you to keep track of what Nurse does. I'll send you the screenshot. I'll send you a screenshot of it.
Okay.
Just so that it'll be easier for you.
Sorry, I'm lost. There we go. Hey, Nurse. So I'm going to put Nurse path.
Do you mind? Where do we put this?
Trainer. Nurse. I'll
save it here. I'll save it here, or I'll send it. I'll send it to your DMs, and then I'll just save a copy on my end, just in case.
Here we go. Ooh, wait, I'm gonna pin this. Pin message. Oh yeah, pin it. Oh, I'll just pin the Charmander one here too, just to be sure. So it's always accessible for me. Yep, I can see that. I shall pin this message as well. Oh yeah, pin it.
Okay. So right. Pure Heart, your kindness radiates all those around you. Starting level 5, you have a pool of healing power that replenishes when you take a long rest. As an action, you can touch a willing creature and restore any number of hit points from this pool. The total pool is equal to your trainer level times 5. So you're kind of like a paladin.
So 10. So that's like 10, right?
Yes.
Ooh, so it increases by 5 per level up. All right. So I'm a living Pokemon Center.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm gonna say like lore wise, I think I would say that that's your ability to heal your Pokemon, your knowledge, your medical knowledge. Healing Spirit at level 9, whenever you use your Healing Spirit is transferred to your Pokemon. Whenever you use a consumable that heals your Pokemon, or your Pokemon uses a healing move, roll the dice twice and take the higher result. So you have advantage on healing.
Ooh.
That's at level 9. Ah, okay. Because even with potions, it's the same in 5th edition, where you still have to roll dice on how much HP that you recover. It's not a flat amount. So you do get to roll for it twice once you get to level 9, or when your Pokemon does the healing move.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Whenever you use. Ah, I see.
And then last at level 15, you gain Joy. You have ascended to an ultimate Pokemon healer. Once after each long rest, you can spend 1 hour to gain a similar advantage as visiting a Pokemon Center. Up to 6 Pokemon of your choice are fully healed and cured of all status effects. This is you become a walking Pokemon Center.
I we are immortal. I mean, my Pokemon are immortal.
And this only
Nice.
happens in long rests, during long rests.
All right.
After long rests, I mean. So, yeah. So like so that means like normally if your character takes a long rest, that does not automatically mean that your Pokemon would also gain the benefits of a long rest.
Ah, so I have to always bring them to a Pokemon Center.
Yes. Because
Always
like
healing items.
we're gonna say like it's because like there are certain injuries that needs to be taken care of in the Pokemon Center. Unless you have items, unless you have healing potions, then your Pokemon are just gonna stay damaged the way they were damaged like, in battles. And like energy, like PP, that won't be restored during long rests.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. So that's your specialization. That's your specialization and trainer paths. Um,
I feel like my character can do anything
uh,
except be strong.
except be strong, yeah. Um, okay, here's something that I want to go over with you really quickly. You do get XP. Your Pokemon does get experience points whenever you catch Pokemon.
Hmm.
Fainted Pokemon cannot be caught. A caught Pokemon is given the minimum
Oh,
amount of experience for that Pokemon's level to start. Okay, so it would automatically have XP.
wait.
Hmm.
So if I can't caught a fainted Pokemon, what happens to the fainted Pokemon? Does it just lie there motionless?
That is a good question.
Like,
How do we
like,
how do we resolve that?
like, for example, I just Charmander scratch and it faints it. Can't catch it anymore. Bye.
How about this? Instead of it just lying on the ground, it's going to just run away from you. How about that?
Yes, that sounds more realistic
That
than
sounds more,
leaving
yeah. That sounds more realistic.
a
Um,
harm an already beaten down pet on the
or
ground
or
and
we could
then
just
just
say or we could just say that the Pokeball is smart enough to know that the Pokemon is fainted, and catching it in that state would be unethical. So catching a fainted Pokemon would not like a Pokeball is smart enough to not function on a fainted Pokemon.
ooh, yes. Yeah, that's better. Hmm. But would the Pokemon still lie down there?
Yeah, because it's only fainted. It's not dead.
But my nurse conscience.
Yeah, that's on you. That's on you. Then that's on you, man.
What
Um,
if I just carry the Pokemon to a safe place afterwards?
you could do
Like,
that. You could do that because the Pokemon would eventually wake up again and go wherever wild Pokemon go.
so in the case of fainting, the, they made a Pokeball with an anti-faint catching
Yeah,
technology,
yeah,
and I can have my own conscience to just carry the Pokemon somewhere safe.
yeah.
Okay, I am good with that.
I'm
Rather
like
than leaving it
I
there defenseless.
I'm getting the feeling that your character is gonna be lawful good.
Maybe
Maybe.
maybe it's just a setup.
God damn it. Trainer can
Maybe it's
hold
just like
right. Trainer can hold no more than the Poke slots allow. If a trainer's Poke slots are full and a Pokemon is caught, the trainer must choose one Pokemon to send. Oh, must choose one Pokemon to send to their PC. So you have the option of keeping the newly caught Pokemon and send a different Pokemon to the PC.
do the Pokeballs teleport then?
I would say so, yes.
This is one technologically advanced Kanto region.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, like, even in game, I think that would already be implied, right?
Huh.
Even in the main series games, the Pokeballs teleport in the anime as well.
Oh yeah, it does. All right,
Yeah.
I can go with what we have agreed upon. Fainted
A Pokeball is destroyed on a failed catch attempt. A caught Pokemon retains its level, all status effects, and current HP at the time of the catch. It is impossible for a trainer to catch a Pokemon greater than their current level.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, sorry. It is impossible for a trainer to catch a Pokemon greater than their current level. Hmm. Oh,
I cannot
maybe.
catch level 3 Pokemon. Oh, the pain. The pain. Or
Oh,
maybe
okay.
it's the SR ones.
I don't think it's the SR. I think it is the greater than catch a Pokemon greater than the current level. Yeah, I think that yeah. That is their Pokemon, the Pokemon level, not the SR, not the SR. They're like the Pokemon's individual level. So you
Oh,
would on
wait, there's an example.
yeah. This is an example. If you are a level 5 trainer and want to capture a level 3 Pikachu, DM knows you have knocked its health down to 15 out of 18, and your Bellsprout has poisoned it. The DM will calculate your DC to capture it as starting value 10. Pokemon SR rounded down is 0. Pokemon level is 3. The Pikachu's level is 3. Current HP is 1.5, rounded down is 1. So the DC is 14. You have to roll a
Oh,
animal handling check
14.
14 or higher. Yeah.
All right.
So there's that. That's catching Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon Care, we already read through this. There are 3 ways to heal your Pokemon. Bring them to a Pokemon Center, take a long or short rest, give them potions or food. Poke Centers are small hospital-like facilities. Recover all PP in less than 30 minutes. Free for those with trainer licenses. Can be found across the world. Wipe that smile off your face. I know what you were smiling at. Rest. Long rest can
What?
take at least 8 hours and refresh all Pokemon health statuses and PP. There you go. Short rest can be as little as half an hour and recover hit points based on normal 5E rules. PP is not recovered on short rest, and short rest do not revive fainted Pokemon. So if you
Oh,
look
so
at so
long
I,
rest
I think if you
can
look at
revive Pokemon?
Charmander's
Wait,
Charmander does have hit points. It
what?
does have HP and a hit die. So you can heal your Pokemon during long or short rests. You just have to roll for them.
Ooh.
So during a short
All
rest,
right.
if your Charmander is hurt, you can roll a d6 and recover that amount during a short rest.
All right.
Potions or food. Perishable items can be given to a Pokemon as an action to instantly restore hit points or temporarily increases abilities. Here's something I would implement though. I think I would implement the berries that have flavor, the flavored berries. You know how certain Pokemon prefer certain
The
flavors?
the Poffins?
No, not just poffins. They're like actual berries, like berries or poffins. Yeah. So for example, these are items. Pokeballs, evolutionary items. Uh, Vitamins, miscellaneous. Oh, these are okay. Where are the berries? Hold on. Oh, here are berries. Um, Restore. So all of these berries have like additional. Um, uh, I think they like Rindo berries, Wakan berries. They function the same as in game. Like they lessen the super effective attacks.
Ah, yes.
Um, and they also raise loyalty. Berries also raise loyalty. Palme berries
I,
permanently lure. permanently lowers Pokemon Constitution score by 2 but raises loyalty by 1. Lowers score by 2 but raises by 1. And like, yeah, berries do increase, like feeding your Pokemon berries do increase loyalty. So there's no need for me to create an additional mechanic for that.
All right.
There you go. What else? Where were we? We're here. Pokemon nature. The following table can be used by the DM to randomly give Pokemon a nature with the roll of a d20. Sorry, as such, when you come in contact with any Pokemon you come into contact with has its own nature and effect that affects their ability scores and sticks with them for their entire life.
Oh.
When you choose your starter, you can choose the following. Yeah. And then there's bonding, there's loyalty. We already went through this. I already saved that table. I think over here. Oh no, it's just Pokemon stats. No, these are just stats. But yeah, I'll save this. This is for me. This is mostly for me. I'll let you know what your Pokemon's loyalty is, loyalty level. Battling. Do we need to go over this?
I don't think.
Okay, I think the only
We
thing
don't.
the only thing that you have to worry about is that changing out the Pokemon before it has fainted takes up an entire action. Like switching out takes up an action. But
Oh.
changing out a Pokemon when it faints can be done immediately as a free action. A Pokemon may not be switched out until after the end of its first full turn in combat. So you cannot attack a Pokemon, use your Pokemon to attack, and then recall it immediately, and then switch out immediately.
Ah.
So, for example, if you swapped out the Pokemon, you can't just swap them out immediately when it's your turn. You have to wait for another. You have to wait for another full turn for you to swap that out again. So you can't just unlimitedly swap out Pokemon just whenever. You have to send one out.
Gotcha.
It has to finish one turn. That the Pokemon that you sent out has to finish one full turn. And then on the next turn, that's the only time that you can switch them out for someone else.
All right.
So you and your Pokemon share actions, bonus actions, and movement.
Oh. So if I do an action, my Pokemon.
Yes, I didn't. You caught out there, but I'm gonna assume yes. So your trainer can use a potion, but you're skipping your Pokemon's move, your Pokemon's actions, because you both share the same thing. So you share the same initiative, the same amount of actions, bonus actions, and whatever. So like if like your trainer can perform an action, and then your Pokemon can perform a bonus action if it has one. Or the other way around, or vice versa.
So what happens is, if I do an action, my Pokemon can't do an action, but can still do a bonus action.
Yes. So the way you're gonna so the way you have to think about it is that you and your Pokemon share the same action. You and your Pokemon share initiative, action, and bonus action.
All right.
Your active Pokemon have movement speed up to their speed, but only one of you may take an action. Pokemon's trainer's job on their turn is to assist their Pokemon in battle by interacting with the environment, providing potions or boosts, commanding their Pokemon to attack, or attempting to run away.
So
interacting with
I can influence. I can influence the environment to the need of my Pokemon.
Yes, I would allow that.
So if I'm fighting a fire type, I can just turn on the sprinklers.
You could, yes. You could, yes. If you are indoors and like you want to use solar beam but it's going to charge up, you can find a way to just destroy the ceiling and the roof in order to get sunlight into the building, and that way your Pokemon can use solar beam without charging up.
Oh, so so the trainer is like the divine intervention of Pokemon.
Yeah, kind of, but like you're still mortal. You still have physical limitations. You can
Oh
interact
no.
and you can interact and um affect your environment to an extent.
Hmm. I shall remember this. I mean, I already have a plans on plans on plans.
Okay. You must have a Pokemon in battle at all times. Battle loss results in losing half of your total money, rounded up. All carried Pokemon lose one level of loyalty, and you must immediately use a revive or find a Poke Center.
Oh God,
You can actually also you can use struggle anytime.
I can.
Yeah, apparently. Struggle can be used at any time
So it's a
regardless of PP remaining in other moves.
so it's basically the fifth move.
Yes,
Huh.
but struggle also has recoil.
Mm. Ah yes,
There's that.
I forgot. Damn it. All right,
Uh
I can go with that.
there are strict laws governing the world of Pokemon, and any trainer versus trainer combat is strictly prohibited, the penalty being the loss of one's trainer license. As such, trainers may not target other trainers or a trainer's Pokemon in battle. All is fair in wild Pokemon encounters, however. A trainer may assist their Pokemon in battle or defend against any incoming attacks.
Have you ever heard of Fight Club?
That might be your first job, actually. That might be your first job in the campaign. Uh you're assigned to well, you're a nurse though. So like
I'm a man of many talents.
no, like your first job is as a detective would be to crack down a Pokemon fight club.
Oh, I was gonna assume instead of a Pokemon Fight Club, it's actually a human fight club.
Yeah, that could
Because
be it. That could be it. Or like in the fight club, you
oh,
like in the fight club, there are still Pokemon v Pokemon battles, but in those fights, trainers are allowed to like it's a 2v2 kind of thing. Like
imagine fighting against a Charizard
yeah. I mean, what kind of
as
idiot
a
would do that?
human.
I mean, what kind of idiot would do that? But you know, but like so like
Wait,
unsanctioned or illegal battles, like trainer versus
unsanctioned.
Pokemon, trainer versus trainer.
Alright, what if I use since I'm a detective? What if I use my Pokemon against an offender of the law? Will my license get revoked?
I think you'll have a special license considering that you are working for the law. Um, I would say that because like for your, is it okay? Like I want like your character background be like you're working for a Pokemon detective agency, or do you want to create your own Pokemon
Mm,
detective agency,
I mm,
or you like you'd be like a private detective?
I could just be a private detective who started becoming a private detective because of the things he saw while being a Pokemon nurse.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like that. So you were an ex nurse turned private detective. because you're so heartbroken seeing how the state of Pokemon, and you want to do more than just
Yes,
yeah. Okay, I like
and
that.
that's where Zoo Batman was born.
That is the Batman. No, you're a detective, not a vigilante.
No, damn it, so close,
So close. Anyway,
so far.
but yeah, you can you where was it? All this trainer may assist their Pokemon battle or defend against any incoming attacks. Attacks of opportunity. If a Pokemon leaves the melee range of another without using the disengage action, or when not returning to a Pokeball, the opponent may use a melee move that has a time of one action immediately as a reaction. The move costs the normal amount of PP. So attacks of opportunity still exist even in Pokemon battles. The only time it doesn't apply is when the Pokemon is being switched out.
Would you call Pursuit an attack of opportunity?
I think Pursuit does override that rule.
Okay.
The this PD this PH this the PHB does have stat blocks for moves. So like for Pursuit,
Oh
this is
God.
so for Pursuit, this is one good thing is that this is sorted alphabetically. H
Ah, nice.
L. Oh no, I
I
oh, yeah.
I just thought about it, but have you tried using F3?
I just the problem with doing F3 is that it scans um the whole page.
Ah,
But I can't do that. And it takes a while for the PDF to load. There you are. Type dark, move power,
oh, I
strength or
see, I
dex,
see, I
move
see.
time one reaction. As a reaction, when the Pokemon is fleeing or is switched out by their trainer, you may make a ranged attack roll against it, doing 1d6 move dark damage on a hit. On high levels, you deal
Ah,
higher damage. You do 1d12 at level 5,
I see.
2d8 level 10, 4d6 level 17.
All right.
Yeah.
Because attacks of opportunity reminded me of Pursuit.
Yes. Yeah, that's so there are exceptions to the rule, as most things. Um, where were we? Here, combat. Recalling and releasing. You have to be within 60 feet of your Pokemon in order to recall them.
60 feet.
You have to be within 60 feet in order to recall them, and you can only release Pokemon within 15 feet of you.
I can release Pokemon within 15 feet. I can recall them within 60 feet.
Yeah. So let's say you can call out a Pidgey within 15 feet of you. You can make them go all the way to 60 feet away from you, and you'll still be able to recall them. You would still be able to call
Would it,
them back.
I just had a thought.
Mhm.
Would it be possible to like call a Weezing, have it use smokescreen, I run away stealthily within 60 meters,
60 feet.
I order it to use explosion. And then after explosion I can just recall it.
I think so, yeah.
So I can basically nuke. I can do a mini nuke,
You could.
hypothetically
Hypothetically,
speaking.
yeah. You could do that. When a
Hypothetically.
So recalling a Pokemon is the same thing as a normal game in the main series, like buffs like Focus
Hmm.
Energy, Harden, they all go away. Confusion, being flinched,
Ah,
yeah,
right.
that goes away. What does
And
also in 5 Eros, concentration also ends. Like so, like certain moves will require concentration, like Solar Beam. Solar Beam requires concentration.
mm,
So like if you do Solar Beam,
but
solar beam to charge, and then you call them back into the ball. Your
The
Pokemon's
solar beam
concentration,
cancels
yeah, the
out.
solar beam cancels out. You can't recall them and do a solar beam immediately after.
Right. So would it be possible for an action to be prepare solar beam, and it would be released when it's fully charged, and then my
Of the
bonus
way
action.
the way that solar beam works is that it already does take up one action. You have so when
So
you
yeah,
command a Pokemon
one-
to perform solar beam, the Pokemon has to concentrate on the spell or on the move. If it gets
Mhm.
hit, if it gets hit during that concentration, you have to roll a concentration
Ooh.
check to see if the concentration sticks.
Ah. What if I use my bonus action to pinpoint the rays of light towards my concentrating solar beam Pokemon? Would it suddenly release it?
Will it what? If you do use your bonus action to
Well, if I use my bonus action to pinpoint a ray of sunlight towards my Pokemon, would it release the solar beam?
I think for that, I think that would require a full action on your end. It's like the example earlier from like
Mm.
creating a hole in the on the roof in order to catch sunlight indoors, right? I think that is a
Ah.
complicated enough action for it to be a full blown action,
Mhm.
not a bonus action.
So it's best to just help your Pokemon through different means than just through through their solar beam,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. You could also just like use solar beam to
Okay.
snipe. I mean, to avoid that concentration thing. Most moves have at
Oh.
least one move power, the focused ability of that move. So if we're gonna use like the pursuit earlier,
Mm.
the pursuit move, it said that its move power is strength or dexterity. So the way that we're going, and then when it says 1d6 plus move, it's 1d6 plus your Pokemon's strength or dexterity. So for example, Ember, right? So if,
Mm.
oops, ah, great, it's also checking members. Here you are, number 4. Ember. Fire, strength or dexterity. So, for example, your Charmander, you asked your Charmander to use Ember. The damage is 1d6 plus move. So you can use your Charmander to you have to roll a d6, and then your Charmander. Do you want to use your strength or dexterity for Ember?
Is it mine or Charmander's?
Charmanders.
Then it would be dexterity,
So
which is +2.
+2. So one Ember would deal 1d6 plus 2 damage.
Oh, would there be a +1 skill? Is it different from the +1 skill check from the Pyromaniac specialization?
Moves are not considered to be skill checks.
All
Skill
right.
checks are acrobatics, athletics, investigation. Those are skill checks. Ember is an attack, is a move.
I am a Pyromaniac nurse.
I just realized. You know what? Yeah, you're absolutely right. You are a pyromaniac nurse. Huh.
Uh,
Huh.
I heal others through fire.
The healing power of flames.
Oh, that could actually be a cool a cool tidbit. Fire. Ooh.
Ooh.
Heal.
Damage. If the natural attack roll is 19 or 20, the target is burnt. So if you roll a 19 or a nat 20, then
Ooh, they're burned.
they're burnt. They have a 2 out. You have a 1 out of 10 chance to burn someone.
All right.
1 out of 10. Okay. Anyway, where were we? So that's combat. That was a refresher on that. Where are we? Here. Here? Here. Ready in action. You can ready in action. In order to ready a move, the move must be selected and PP reduced. Readying a move and waiting for the perfect moment to activate it requires concentration. If concentration breaks before the trigger, the move cannot be used and the PP is still lost. This, we'll get to this like some other time. I don't think this will require anything. Death saving throws, though, there are none for Pokemon. When your Pokemon reaches 0 HP, it faints, and you must replace it with another available Pokemon inventor immediately as a free action. So you don't roll death throws for your Pokemon. Running away, it is a contested dexterity check. Vulnerabilities and resistances and immunities. So you know how in the games are super effective moves, not very effective moves. So the type matchup is still there. Super effective moves just deals double damage, so it's like a crit. So you double the damage die. So if you use Ember on a grass type, instead of 1d6 plus 2, you do 2d6 plus 2.
Ooh, so 2d6 plus 2.
So it does function like a crit. Imagine that if it's a critical super effective move, if you hit like a nat 20, if you hit a nat 20 on an Ember, the target is burnt. And it's a grass type, so you have to double the damage die. So it's 2d6 plus 2. And because it's a crit, you add an additional damage die, so it becomes a 3d6 plus 2. So a critical, super effective move will definitely deal a ton of damage.
It's a 13.
Hmm.
Plus 13 plus 2.
There is no double vulnerability or double resistance due to dual types. So there's no times 4 resistant or times 4 weak against times 4 weaknesses, times 4 resistant. It's just double or nothing.
All right.
So the only thing we have to look at is whether the move is either super effective or not very effective. The multiplier for vulnerability and resistance is applied after all other effects of damage are calculated. If a Pokemon is immune to a damage type, it is only immune to the damage, but still may be subject to a move's additional effects. For example, a ground type Pokemon takes no damage from Thunder Punch, but can still be paralyzed by its effects. I think we can ignore this rule. I think we'll ignore this rule.
Yes.
Because this doesn't make any sense to me. Due to the large availability of moves that increases critical hit range, a critical hit in this system means that you double the damage die for the roll. The only critical hit that is an automatic hit in Pokemon 5e is a natural 20, no exceptions.
Damn.
So there's that. Pokemon and character advancement. This is something I wanted to go over with you since this is very important. This is the amount of XP. So I will ask you to micromanage your Pokemon's XP. I'll send you this for reference. But I already have one for here in the here. I already saved it on my Notion. Just in case you forgot. And then everyone, all Pokemon follow this leveling stat block. All Pokemon will follow this block. So they learn a new move at level 2, they get stab increase, new move at level 6, stab increase, and all that. So it's very interesting that Pokemon don't get stab until they're at level 3.
Damn it.
Your Charmander is already level 3. Your Charmander would already be level 3.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it would have its starting move plus one additional move. So it would have all of its starting moves like Growl and Scratch, and then it will learn. It will already learn Ember and Smokescreen.
Nice. Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah. So it already has a full list, even though it's still level 3, it already knows 4 different moves. It now also has stab, and then you can also increase your Pokemon's ability scores. It has its own proficiency bonuses, and its stab bonus increases as it levels up. It's all like, it's funny because stab also applies on Leech Seed and Poison Gas.
What?
Yeah. Apparently.
Well,
I don't think it does in the normal in main series games, right? No, it's not, because those are status moves. It doesn't, because those are status moves, I think. But anyway,
wait.
I
think it doesn't have the sound.
Yeah, that would not make sense to me. The only other thing is evolution. This is a little complicated. We'll get to this when we get to this. But just know, but there's a mechanic, there is a function for that. We'll probably do this off screen, though. If we're going to when we're going to stream this, we'll do the whole evolution thing off stream. Character advancement. I chose option 1 for this because I don't think, because option 2 implies that you only level up as you register Pokemon in your Pokédex, and I don't think we'll need that for this kind of campaign, right?
Yes. I think it's gonna be more on like the investigation aspects.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna go with option 1 for your character advancement. And for this, your character level depends on your Pokemon's level. So, let's take your, for example, you're level 2 right now, right? At level 2, you have 3 Poke slots, right? You have 3 Poke slots. One of them is being occupied by your Charmander, right? Your Charmander's level is level 3. So that means that your character level is already level 2. If your Charmander reaches level 6, or if you have another Pokemon that is also level 3.
That's a level 3.
Yeah. So the total becomes 6. When that happens, your character level becomes 3. Yeah, so it stacks. So the number of Poke slots that you have, that's the number of Pokemon that we can look at. So you're looking at the highest level Pokemon.
114.
Yeah. So for example, your level of character is determined by total levels of the character's X highest level Pokemon, where X is the PC's current number of Poke slots. So here's an example. Ash is currently level 4 and owns 4 Pokemon at levels 4, 4, 3, and 2. He is only given 3 Poke slots at this level, so his total Pokemon levels for the purpose of leveling his PC is the sum of his 3 highest, 4, 4, and 3. equals to 11. If he were to level one of his level 4 Pokemon to 5, then he would reach 5th level, because the total will then be 5, 4, and 3. Because at 5th level, he receives another Poke Slot, his total for leveling changes to 5, 4, 3, and 2. So because you're increasing your Poke Slots, you're also increasing the number of Pokemon that you're counting for leveling up. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yes.
Your highest level Pokemon do not have to be in your party.
They count even if they're not in the PC, even if they're in the PC.
Yes, they count even though they're in the PC.
So, for example, by some miracle, I caught a level 50 Pokemon.
Hmm.
I could just send it to the box and I'd be character level 11.
Yes.
Huh. Huh.
Yeah.
All right.
It'd be weird. It'd be weird if that.
Understandable.
Yeah. Hold on, because based on the rules, you cannot catch a Pokemon higher than your level.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if you're level 3, you cannot catch a level 50 Pokemon. So that does
Alright.
so
So
that
at
so,
least
so that so that
at least
uh
the makers did that as a stopper.
yeah, just to make sure that players don't over level suddenly by some luck. So there's that.
There's a
Uh
frat.
what?
What are those frats?
They're not spreads, they're
Ah,
feats.
oh,
Feats.
feeds. Feeds. I know that.
This supplement allows any feed from the 5e PHB to be selected for trainers, as long as it makes sense with the campaign setting you are playing in. They also added additional feats, and you can give these feats to your Pokemon. So you know how you like when you're leveling up your Pokemon, they get ASI, ability score improvement.
Yes.
Um, so you can spend 2 points to gain a feat.
Ah.
Yeah. You can spend 2 ASI points to gain a feat for your Pokemon instead of increasing your ability score. So these are your options. I don't think you need to go through these yet because your Charmander is still at level 3. You get ASI at level 4.
Mm.
But just know that there are additional feats that you can give to your Pokemon.
Okay.
There's also breeding. I don't think we need to go through this for now. I don't think your trainer, or I don't think your character would be.
The only time my character would be interested in breeding is when I will annoy the daycare.
Which is inevitable. I understand. There are also they also changed the rules for status ailments like poison, frozen, confused. We'll get to these whenever we get there. But
Okay.
just know that all of the statuses are changed in order to make sense for 5e for D&D.
Okay.
There's also a status grace period. When a Pokemon recovers from a status effect, they cannot succumb to the same effect until after the end of their next turn.
Ooh. That. Oh wait. I was about to say that sounds like sleep clause, but sleep clause is when if you put someone's if you put a Pokemon to sleep, you can't put a different Pokemon in the same team.
Yes. What this does is, like, for example, if you are for your example, Pokemon was asleep, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
at the end of your turn, you do the savings throw, and your Pokemon wakes up, right? When it's your
Yes.
opponent's turn and they try to put you to sleep again, it will not work because there's this grace period. There's the status grace period.
Okay.
So, yeah. It's only until the end of the next turn that your opponent will be able to put your Pokemon to sleep again. So
Okay.
there's that. There's also mounts. So as long as it makes sense, a medium or larger Pokemon can be mounted. So no, you cannot fly with Pidgey.
What if it was an alpha Pidgey?
No. Even alphas have their
Oh,
limits.
wait. What if like I gathered a horde, a flock of Pidgeys, and then I, uh, quote unquote, I use my 10 feet of string to like tie them to each other. Would that make me fly?
I hate you and we haven't even started.
Yes.
If a flock of birds were to carry you with string, with 10 feet, 10 feet of string, 10 feet long string, would that allow you to fly?
This is considering that my weight would would be evenly distributed to how to the amount of Pidgeys I managed to flock together. So it doesn't it doesn't throw physics off the window.
You know what? You know the image that I'm thinking of when you say that?
Is it the house from Up
No,
but
it's
with
the Little Prince. I'm thinking of the Little Prince.
yes. Yes, that also works.
Uh I will ask for a luck check. A straight D20 and a very difficult DC, very high DC. And if you pass, then yeah, I guess. Then yeah, I guess. So there's that. When you mount an active
Okay,
Pokemon, you take on their walking, swimming, or flying speeds.
what if I do that but with a school of Magikarp?
It wouldn't make. It would not change. What is Magikarp medium sized? Magikarp. Here. Magikarp, because it has to be a medium or larger. Magikarp is a small water type. In that case, then yeah, one Magikarp will not be enough for you to mount it, but a horde of Magikarps would.
So
But I
it
think,
is possible.
it is possible. But I think even with a horde, you'll only be able to take up the swimming speed of one Magikarp, 30 feet.
It's so funny. I will travel 30 feet across this room with my horde of Magikarps. Flash, 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 flash.
Please no. A note on armor class: a Pokemon's AC is not necessarily tied to their dexterity, yada yada yada. But but yeah, every Pokemon have their own individual ACs. Do we want to include Mega Evolutions? This is one of those questions that I wanted to include.
If we're gonna include Mega Evolution, I will also take the Dragon Tamer class for Mega Charizard X.
Yeah, I think that would make it so that the other um specializations would make sense. That way it'll make sense. So do you want to include Mega Evolutions?
Yes.
A Pokemon may only Mega Evolve at the beginning of its turn in combat if holding Megalite. This temporary evolution lasts up to 5 rounds and can only be activated once per trainer per long rest. The Pokemon can only Mega Evolve if it is a final stage evolution at level 13 or higher. Mega Evolved Pokemon changes its physical form, adds temporary hit points to equal to double its level, increases its AC by 3, doubles all of its ability score modifiers for attack, damage, and saving throw rolls and DCs. Megalite is a special held item that can never be stolen or switched by moves or abilities like Covet, Pickpocket,
Nice.
etc. Also,
Wait,
there yeah.
if it can't be stolen by Pokemon moves, can it be stolen by people ways?
I think so, yeah.
I shall remember that.
In the games, there are 46 species of Pokemon that can Mega Evolve, essentially temporarily boosting the forms and strength of certain final stage Pokemon. Each Pokemon gains certain abilities and required unique items. In an effort of simplification, which is the theme of this whole Pokemon 5e project, any final stage Pokemon can Mega Evolve, requiring only one Mega Evolution Stone in the game, Megalite.
Wait, any final stage?
Any Pokemon in its final evolution, level 13 or higher, can Mega Evolve as long as it's holding Megalite.
What if a level 13 unknown? It's technically the final evolution in its singular line, and it's level 13.
Yeah.
Would a mega unknown look like an alphabet?
I think a Mega Unknown would... I don't know what a Mega Unknown would be. I think we could just scour the internet for fan-made Mega Evolutions. This looks biblical.
I would like to see that kind of the unknown on the other one has a ring.
Kinda does, yeah. I like this. I kind of like this, the idea that each individual unknowns will have their own individual mega forms. But I like a single. I like the idea of just one Mega Evolution, just one form.
What else are single?
Shuckle.
Single evolution.
Shuckle.
A mega shuckle. No, I've seen the mega form of shuckle that I want.
No, we don't want. We're not going for that. We're not going for that.
You're not gonna click on it.
No, I am not. I'm not gonna click. I'm not gonna click on it. I'm gonna. No, I'd like to stay on Twitch's good side. Thank you very much. I like this though. I like this form.
I already knew.
This looks cool. I like this. Mega Shuckle.
Oh, yeah,
the handbook doesn't say anything about changing types though. But I think for the sake of simplicity, Mega Evolved Pokemon are just gonna keep their typings, unless we can find something that makes sense. Maybe we can brainstorm. I'm willing to brainstorm Mega Evolutions, Mega Forms, with you.
That's different from like the main Mega Evolution.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Like the Mega Evolutions that have already existed, I think that we can just, we don't need to touch that. We don't need to change anything with that.
Mm-hmm.
But like Mega Evolutions for Pokemon that don't have Mega Evolutions in the main series games, again, we will be looking at fan-made Mega Evolutions.
Mega Dunsparce. What does a Mega Dunsparce look like?
Oh, I like this.
Oh.
I like this. This looks cool. I like this form.
It reminds me of the kaiju Mothra.
It kind of does, yeah. It kind of does look like Mothra. But yeah, I'm willing to negotiate and brainstorm on typings for Mega Evolutions.
Okay,
But we'll do that as it goes. We'll do that as those come
sure.
up. Yeah. Since there are not every Pokemon have Mega Evolutions, so we're just gonna have to come up with our own.
Yes.
XP points. There is an appendix for rewarding XP. You don't have to worry about that. I'll worry about that. I'll let you know how much XP your Pokemon get. Weather does affect your Pokemon. Um, I think every day I'll roll this table to see what the weather would be like.
Oh, I see. I see.
D100 a percentile die. And then yeah, it will depend on the season. And then hail and sandstorm. These are special weather-related phenomena that can occur naturally or in specific areas as a result of moves, abilities like hail, sandstorm, snow warning, and sandstream. Legendaries will have legendary boss battles. So just to add even more of a challenge, just to make it even more special for you to battle legendaries, they will have their own
Oh,
legendary actions. If we look at Gen 1, if we look for legends for
oh,
Zapdos. Oh, I don't think it has one on the stat block. This is the only one you capture. This is one as soon as you capture it. But like I think I can this allows me the DM to design a boss battle, legendary battles.
oh, a unique battle.
Yeah,
Serious.
unique battles. And then these are all the items, and it will also come with the cost along with its Poke Dollars. Yeah, these are items, berries, and their effects. Other held items, uh, Pokemon specific held items like Arceus plates, Deep Sea Tooths for Clamperl, Memory Disc, Light Ball, Thick Club, um, Prison Bottle allows Super to change forms. I see. And then miscellaneous like
It's too
Pokedex.
fast.
You can also there's also fishing. I The DM may ask for a D100 roll with rarer Pokemon appearing at the high result at an unsuccessful catch at the lower result. Well, yeah, this will be in my
Are you sure
discretion.
you want to give me a fishing rod?
No, but it's here if you want it. No, but it's here if you want it.
the moment you mentioned, the moment you mentioned fishing rod, are you sure you want to give me one?
No, but it's here if you want it. These are you have to pay for it. It isn't. It's not going to be like in the games where a random fisherman is just going to give you
Oh, I
his
buy
fishing
it.
rod. You have to buy it. Yeah.
I
There's also TMs. The Pokemon stat blocks will also let you know which TMs a Pokemon can learn. And the only thing left are the move lists. Do you have any
I have a
questions?
question.
Yeah.
We established that this iteration of Kanto is technologically advanced. Is
Yes.
it possible that the TMs are reusable?
No. The game was specific. The game did mention about TMs. Uh, the tables below. TMs are destroyed after one use. If a TM move is replaced, it can only be
Alright.
relearned by purchasing another TM. I know that there are trainer paths that allow you to use TMs twice before
Move
breaking.
tutors. Oh.
There's a specialization for
Oh
using
wait.
TMs twice. I
Oh
think it
wait. There's
was
another question in my mind.
yeah.
Is it possible to customize a fishing rod once you bought?
Ah, it depends.
Okay. What if the customization that I will change the fishing hook with a grabby hand?
Grabby hand.
Because what I was thinking was I can use my bonus action to pull my Pokemon out of harm's way with my grabby hand fishing rod. Or I could just use it as to reach certain places or items that are out of reach.
I think you'll have to explain how it'll work to me as the DM. You'll have to explain to me
Okay.
in detail on how it will work and what materials you're going to
Mm.
use, and then I will then in turn tell you how much the materials are going to cost, how much time you're going to take. I think we're going. I think the mechanic I want to use here is that I'm going to decide on an X number of days that you will be required to in order to complete it, right? And then on
Okay.
during rest or during downtime, you can't attempt to work on that project. If you pass the DC, then I will reduce the number of days it requires to finish the project up until 0. Once it's 0, you've completed the project and it's functioning the way that you want it to function. However, each time that you fail the DC, I am going to add to the number of days. So
It
I'm going,
increases.
yeah. So it's like your the progress is being delayed because you're still experimenting. You're still experimenting with materials and all that and methods.
Is it possible to ask for financial or resource related assistance from a backer
I
that
think
I have?
I think that will require some NPC interactions. That will require an NPC that really trusts you. A kind of like
Okay.
a patron that you can look for. But that would require that. But that will also require time and effort because you're investing your time, you're investing a relationship with an NPC so that they will trust you enough to just hand you these materials.
Okay. Uh, I am content. I am content that the grabby hand fishing pole could become a reality.
It could be reality, yes. It's possible, but it will require a lot of in-game days. It will require a lot of effort in order for it to work. Do you have any other
But
questions?
it can happen.
It can, yeah.
And nothing in particular. The moment you said fishing, my brain just,
What is up
you
with you
have
and
to get it.
fishing rods? Every like for the past 3 campaigns that you've been in, you've mentioned fishing rods. You've mentioned in a Dacian conspiracy. You had one in the Sinauna campaign. You had, and now you're wanting one here in the Pokemon campaign as well. What is up with you and fishing rods?
Cause it's cool. It's like it's like an extra reach, like, whew, and then I got it. Imagine the bad guy is just holding the CD. Then you're like, whips it out. Nope. Then you just yank it out of him. I have it now.
Okay.
And
Here,
then I
okay.
fly away with my flock of Pidgey balloons.
Damn it. As soon as if you are successful at creating your grabby hands fishing rod, we're gonna have to talk about the mechanics of how you're gonna use it to in order to
Okay.
yank things off of people. It might just be another stiff whip, but you've had fishing rods in previous campaigns, but you never really do anything with it. The most that you have
I
ever done with fishing rods was in Sinauna when you whirlwind that giant crab, but you never use it again after that. You never use it for anything like that again after that event.
I didn't. But now in Pokemon, anything is possible.
Was it because I didn't give you enough opportunities to use the fishing rod, or you didn't really think of anything useful for it?
I couldn't think of anything useful for it in the session because there were so many things that threatened my life. And if I failed to just snag a hit on my fishing rod, I could die. I almost
Yeah.
died 3 times in that session.
The stakes were way too high
I'm
for
not
you to
risking it for
experiment.
yeah. I cannot risk it for some fishhook fun.
Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that into consideration. I'll make sure that I'll throw
Yes.
you like encounters, like low stakes encounters, so that you'll be free to experiment with those grabby fishing rods if you're able to complete it.
The- Look, even if you say if, it's already a victory because there's a possibility.
As long as the DM approves, as long as the DM allows it, it's a victory.
It's an if is more than a victory already. There's a possibility. It may not be in this campaign, it may not be in the next campaign, but it will happen sooner or later. Grabby hand fishing rod.
Anyway, let me know if you've thought up of something for that. Um, how in game how you'll be able to implement that in game, like in character.
Yes, I will.
Okay. Cool. I think that's it really. That's all of the things that we needed to cover. Just to recap, you don't have a character name yet. This is a placeholder. You can let me
Oh no,
know.
I'll keep that name.
Okay, you'll keep it name. Okay. You're a level 2 Pokemon trainer. You have 2d8 hit die, 12 hit points, plus 2 proficiency bonus, saving throw, and charisma. Yours proficiency and skills in animal handling, investigations, and intimidation. Here is your stat block. Your specialization is a pyromaniac. You gain a +1 in Constitution and +1 skill for fire types. Skill checks for fire types. And you are also a nurse. The nurse trainer path. You're a pyromaniac nurse, which allows you to keep uh your entire Pokemon party gains temporary hit points during long rests or Pokemon Center visits. You also gain
Yeah,
proficiency in
I,
medicine skill. I forgot about that. I'll
yeah,
remember.
I
I
can't
have to put.
wait to get another specialization. That way, I add more to my title. I shall become a pyromaniac bird keeper nurse.
There's so many. There's just so many. That's a lot. There's there's just a lot.
They could say
Um
I'm overqualified for the job.
you can also like choose pyromaniac again, so you can do like +2 in Constitution and +1 for fire types, +1 skill checks.
Oh,
So you are able
huh.
to stack them and choose it multiple times.
I see. I see.
So and then for your inventory, you have 5 Pokeballs to start with, 1 potion, a burglar's pack, trainer's license, a Pokedex, a starter Pokemon, which is Charmander, and 2,000 Pokedollars. Uh, uh, do you want to work on your? I think we'll do your character background off
The
screen, the
backstory.
backstory. Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
and then for scheduling, we're gonna do things different. Before when we were streaming in D&D, we were doing it once a week. We're gonna do things differently for the sake of time and for the sake of convenience. We are only going to meet once a month, but each session is going to be 4 hours long. That way you can
Good to
have
know.
yeah, so you have more things to do in a single session, and you don't have to worry about life getting in the way because we only ever meet once a month.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm also still waiting on for more updates on my OGT because it says that we only have 20 hours of duty per week. So it might they might just divide it into tidbits.
But you still have
It
your
might
like,
actually just
because like you still have your thesis to worry about, right? Do you?
oh no,
Oh,
that's already done.
oh, okay, cool.
Uh the only thing I need to get on with the thesis is the signs of the
Oh, okay.
concerned people, but I'm gonna have to finish the whole OJT thing, so I don't burn myself out with
Right.
so many
Okay.
interactions with my school.
Cool. Yeah, in that case, then yeah, it will have plenty of time in between sessions for you for real life stuff, for your OJT and all that. You sure you don't have any more questions, any more clarifications you'll need for how we're going to run the game and all that?
I'm. I don't think there's anything else. I might just arrange, or make a printout
Yeah,
of the PDF file, so I could just write it down. I'll
yeah, for the
write pen and
character
paper,
sheets. Yeah,
in pencil,
yeah.
or I could just have it open in a notepad and edit there.
Mm. Okay, cool. And then we do have our own private Discord channel, so that I can send you like Pokemon stat blocks, as it comes up.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, cool. If that's everything, that's the end of session 0.
Session
Is there,
zero.
sorry, before we actually end it, do you have any expectations for me as a DM?
I think the only thing that I want to say, is surprise me. Yes.
Surprise you. Okay.
No expectations, just surprise.
Okay. Okay. Um, and my expectation for you as a player, considering that you are going to be the only player for this campaign, I do expect you to be very immersed in the role playing, immersed in the game world, which I don't think is going to be much problem for you considering who you are. But other than
Yes.
that, I do expect us to have lots of fun and to be very communicative and very like if we reach an impasse, we'll try to negotiate a middle ground and see what seems fair for the game. Yeah. Um yeah, I think that's the end of session 0. We've set up expectations, we've created a character, and what are you how are you feeling about the campaign?
I'm actually excited. I'm more excited than my review for board, which,
Yeah.
which says a lot.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Um, that's cool. All right. All right. I have I have some stuff to work on. Do you have a date? Like, I think it's safe to schedule the first actual session on the weekend after your first week on OJT.
Oh, wait,
Or
wait. I have to check.
okay.
I won't be available on the 19th and 20th,
Okay.
because that is uh we'll be celebrating a friend's birthday on those 2 days.
Okay.
But I think other than that, I have no other plans for the weekend,
So you
for
have
the
weekends off.
succeeding weekend.
So you have weekends
Yeah,
off.
I'll also update you if ever there would be weekend schedulings for my OG.
And what do you use
Since
for
they
combat again?
only
It's
told us,
sorry. Go ahead.
we only since they only gave us the whole March 16th to April time frame.
Okay. Okay. For combat plum, we're using normal D&D 5e stuff for combat. But then the trainer and the Pokemon share their turn. They share their turn. So on their turn, the trainer could perform an action, and then the Pokemon could perform a bonus action, or vice versa. You're free. They also have to share movement as well. Encounter stuff, just like in general. I will have to design the encounters myself. What I'm going to do is I will check the encounter rates for Soul Silver for heart gold and soul silver, or for like roll. God damn it. I haven't decided
What?
yet. Oh, she means like, are we going to use roll 20?
Ah,
We might, but that's gonna take some extra time to prepare. But I think because we're gonna meet once a month, I think that gives me more time to prepare that. Maybe we'll use roll 20.
yeah.
Maybe we won't. We'll see. What's going
Yes.
through your mind? That's your thinking face.
Uh, I am really excited for the Pidgey balloon and the Gravity token.
Bear in mind that with your low level, you can only control up to 3 Pidgeys.
What if I befriend them through mass feeding them orange berries? Like I just throw a bunch of orange berries on the ground, and then the Pidgeys flock in, and I just watch them like a mama Pidgeot. Yes, my children, eat, eat to your heart's content. And then they be like they develop a kinship towards me. Then I'm like, rope, tie, balloon fly.
I hate that you're making me think. It's still session 0, and you're already making me think with your goddamn shenanigans. Hold on. I gotta check something out.
Yay!
Where are you? Pokemon control. Each species of Pokemon is given its own special. The stronger the Pokemon, the more difficult they are to control. The type of Pokemon you can control in the game depends on the level of your character. Without the proper level, the Pokemon with a higher SR then allowed will remain permanently at a disloyal loyalty level. Pidgeys are what SR? Probably not less than 2.
Gwen is watching the stream and he just PM'd me. Kuya Dave's already having a mental breakdown. It's only episode 0.
Still episode 0. This is a new record for you, if you think about it. This is a new record for you. Like before, it was like 10 minutes into session 1. Now it's already it's still session 0, and you're already making me break down. Pidgey is SR 14, so you would
I have
have
control over the birds.
you have controls over birds. The Pokeslots also say that that's only the amount of Pokemon that you can have in your party. That doesn't say that's the amount of Pokemon that you can control at a time.
Plus, the
If it's
Pidgeys.
wild Pokemon, considering it's a wild Pokemon, it doesn't have to. It would ignore your Pokeslots. I would say that you won't be able to do it right away. I would say that it will take a long time, much like the grabby hands fishing rod. It will require time, in-game time, for you to create to have animal handling with the Pidgeys, and money.
So you're saying I could just realistically have an oranberry farm out of my own that I propagated. I would conveniently prepare oranberry food, themed foods for Pidgeys who would swoop by while I take care of them and gain their trust without needing to trap them in Pokeballs, which they would like more. Hmm. Hmm. It's like capturing their hearts without caps. It could be like a thing I do in my downtime. Like here, yes, me and my flock of 50 Pidgeys still growing. The look on your face, the, the look on your face.
I hate you. Because the when you mentioned Oranberry Farm, I immediately went, "Oh God, do I have a mechanic for that?"
Oh no.
Now I have to look up berry growth for Pokemon berry growth. How that's going to work?
Uh, there's an in-depth system for that. So you could find it on Bulbapedia. I made sure to keep that in mind when I very. Oh no. Damn.
I would
I
say that
just
having a berry farm would require money. It would require money for you to maintain a berry farm.
so basically you're trying to tell me it's either I invest on the Pidgey transport or the grabby fishing pole.
Yes. Also, since hold on, I have here. Hold on, give me a moment. I gotta consult the actual D&D handbook, Dungeon Master's Guide for this. Hold on. Give me a moment. Where is it? Multiverse. That's not it. Other planes. Where's the chapter on downtime? Uh, dungeons, settlements. Is it settlements? 112. Would you be
I
okay
mean,
with like
mhm,
since you have your own agency, your own detective agency? Would you be
yes,
okay with settlements? Would you be okay with
settle.
like doing paying upkeep for your office? Oh, here, recurring expenses 126. Like your own office, right? Like you'd need your own office
Mhm.
to operate. I um I think that will cost like money for you for the upkeep, not just for the space, but like the utilities like electricity and water, right?
Right, right.
I think it would be considered as a shop. I think I will count that as a shop, and I think a fair because right now the Dungeon Master's Guide recommends a shop as 2 gold pieces per day. That seems expensive.
Per day.
That seems wildly expensive. I think we can do
So
this like on I think we can do this like on a monthly basis, right? So like we can say
like 2 gold pieces every month,
yeah, but instead of gold
or
pieces,
something close.
something close to that. Since we're going by Poké Dollars, I think we could go with like would if I'd say like gold is like worth 1,000 copper pieces, right? So I would say like
Yeah,
would two
yeah.
thousand gold pieces a month seem fair to you?
If it's 2,000, I I mean I'm also managing an Oranberry farm, which I could also sell while feeding my flock of Pidgeys. I think it's sustainable. I think it can be done. Now there's this weird thought that came up my head because you mentioned energy.
Energy?
Have
Oh, PP.
eh, no, I mean the electricity
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
to power up. Have you considered thermal energy through Charmander?
I don't think Charmander would be, because like there is like in the Pokemon universe thermal energy with using Slugma, but I don't think Charmander is as hot as
Yeah, yeah.
Slugma. I don't think Charmander can produce that amount of heat.
What if Charmander's training would consist of providing providing a thermal energy to to a different sections of of my office.
No,
Yeah, you know, I pushed the thermal energy too far.
you kind of
I
did.
already have the orange. I already have the Oranberry farm. I'll leave it at that. I'm leaving it at that.
Hmm. Da, 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 da. What else?
Huh. Wait. So what SR is Slugma?
Oh, Slugma. I don't think Slugma is in the decks that I have. Because it's only from Gen 1.
Damn.
Oh, wait, never mind. It's here. Wait, Slugma's in
What
level
is it?
Gen 2? Macargo's from
Ah,
Gen
yeah.
2? Huh,
Yep.
okay. SR18.
Going back, if I
God damn
happen to
it!
catch
Yes!
loophole.
Yes! Fine, yes! You can have a Slugma. If you catch a Slugma, you can use it for thermal
Yes.
energy and save on your shop's upkeep.
Yes.
Are you happy? I'll
Yes.
allow it! I'll allow it!
Yay. Oh. Ah, yes. Best big brother ever.
Jesus Christ. This is interesting. Armor class 11, 18 HP, hit dice D6. Proficient in survival. Has a saving throw in constitution. Evolves at level 10. Evolves into Macargo at level 10. With no smog, yawn, ember, rock throw, harden. Yada yada yada. Okay, cool. Question, Father, are you guys still up for one shot? I am still up for it, but it has to be on the 20th. But I know that Onin is busy on the 20th, so maybe the 27th.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not yet sure when I can because
Oh, and it
the
has to.
ODP
I
thing.
have to do it on a Saturday, so probably the 26th.
I think I might be available on the. Yeah, I think I might be available.
We'll do a rain
'Cause
check on that,
there's
Plum.
nothing coming up yet.
We'll do a rain check on that. So yeah, fine. I'll give you a Slugma. Since yes, Slugma can become a thermal energy plant for your shop.
Let's go. Now that's gonna save a lot on energy.
In that case, once that happens, then the upkeep for your shop would go down since you don't have to spend as much on electricity. But yeah, I think it will go down like 1.5 a month.
1.5 a month. Yeah, I can agree to that.
Yeah. Anywho, don't worry, it's just me going over my rules and what you guys want from me. Okay, cool. But yeah, that's session 0. Do you have any other shenanigans that you want to go over before we go in? Before we end the stream?
Let me count.
You have
No,
the berry
not anymore.
farm.
Like
You got the Pidgeys.
yeah,
You got the Slugma. You got the
the
fishing rod.
the grabby fishing pole.
Grabby fishing pole.
Yeah, it feels better if I could unflip this, but I can't think of anything else. Yeah, I can't think of anything else yet.
Thank God.
Huh? You know, yeah, not yet.
Not
But I
yet.
think I already know what I know it's another good business prospect after the Oranberry farm. Snow cones, you know, some powdered snow, Oranberry juice, snow cones.
Huh. Huh.
Huh.
Hmm.
Is it possible?
It is, but in order for you to make a profit off of that, you will have to hire an underling just to man the store.
All right.
Like, it'd be so weird. It's a detective agency, but also an ice cream shop.
Not just it's also an Oranberry supplier.
So it's a detective agency and a snack shop. You don't know, like, you don't know when your customers are gonna buy anything from you or will hire you for a job.
Looks like I'm a jack of all trades.
Master of none.
God damn. Hopefully the hopefully the private investigator gig pays well.
I hope so, because it's the whole entire point of the campaign.
Going just PM'd me. I'm not an I'm not an investigator. I'm a business.
God damn it. You know what? We're gonna end it there. Thank you guys for hanging out. Uh Today's Friday. That's gonna be it for this week, actually. Thank you guys. We'll be back on Monday. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you, Onin, for being here as well.
Oh wait, other side. I had fun. Lots and lots of fun.
You better.
Businessman. I did. I hope you had just as much as I did.
Well, that took a lot out of me. We're gonna raid our good friend Flash. He's playing Genshin Impact right now. Give him a follow if you haven't already. He's a Filipino streamer living in Australia. Please copy paste this. If you're not subbed, you can copy paste this if you are subbed. But again, that's gonna be it for me this week. We'll be back on Monday. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you're excited for this Pokemon DnD campaign. Yay! Uh, um, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you, Onin, for being here. Do you have any shout outs that you want to do before we end stream?
Everyone, follow my good friend X Facer. He's a few more follows down to 200, which is a made outfit stream.
What's
So
his
follow
hold on,
him.
let me give him a shout out. What's his yeah.
I'm not sure
EX
if
Phaser.
he's
EX
yes, I'm
Phaser.
not sure if he's
There you go.
streaming right now, but
He is
you
streaming,
know,
actually. Oh, you know what? He is streaming.
a
He
bit
is streaming.
more,
He's streaming Elden Ring. He is streaming. We'll give him
a
a
bit more, a bit more, and he will be in a playing Elden Ring for
yes.
us viewers.
Yes. So we're gonna rate Phaser. Please follow him so that we can finally get the maid stream that we were promised. But again, that's gonna be it for us for this week. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. It's your boy Davey telling you to keep working towards better days. And as always, stay moist. Nothing?
Stay moist.
God damn it.